Oi, oi. Flat Earth British Martin Litka speaking on what is a belated Flatter Day. Blame her for that. Okay? Blame her for your non-Flatter Day. Okay, with my shoulder. God save the Queen, the fascist regime. That was the Sex Pistols back in 1977, the last time they tried this bullshit. And that was the the counter culture opposition set up and controlled by the nature of the Sex Pistols, which is why it was allowed to fly as #1 in the hip parade in 1977, which was a really good year as far as I can remember. I was only 10 years old, so the whole thing was fan-fucking-tastic to me, except for the fancy dress competition in the morning of the Silver Jubilee, 1977. Some of you may remember that. We had a fancy dress competition. I went as Lawrence of Arabia, which is basically a bed sheet with a snake belt around my head, but I smashed it. I looked really, really Lawrence of Arabia. Okay. But I got in a fight with Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar won, because I was really upset after Julius Caesar punched me in the mouth first thing in the morning on the day of the Jubilee. But by about 9 o'clock, everyone was paralytic drunk, even the children. Yeah, overdosing on jelly and blancmange, waving little Union Jacks. But I was too young to know better. But actually, I was quite a staunch Welsh nationalist at 10 years of age. I was quite proud of myself. Yes, I was revolutionary even then. But this shit, we just had 4 days of all good subjects of Great British Isles and Commonwealth. You're all common. I got the wealth. That's what she's saying. Okay. Cheers. We'll have a little look at it later on anyway. It's not really my taste, and I don't really like to talk about it. It's horrible, really. I've just had to suffer 4 days of everyone in Britain getting seriously gaslit, lulled into a false sense of security, thinking everything is rosé, which it fucking ain't, by the way. And I think it's their last throw. I can't see anyone going with a monarchy after what we know. Yeah, Prince Andrew, he's got the shits or COVID or something, and everyone's like, oh, is that the case? Oh, okay then. And then you got to get like Queen on stage, and then oh so repugnant, Elton John. In fact, it was all repugnant. For a man of my sensibilities, the whole thing was like vile. What a waste, hideous waste of money that could be much better distributed around the population. Give it to the poor people. Fuck that. Don't they get enough on taxes? She owns half the fucking world, doesn't she? What they want exactly? Blood? Oh yeah, they own that too. So anyway, we won't talk about that too much. What we are going to talk about, let me welcome a few of you in. I'm in a bit of an good anarchy. Okay, I am a punk rocker right through my soul, and I will act in this nature when they try this weird shit over and over on us. Okay, everybody in Britain is shamelessly suffering with Stockholm syndrome. Whether they are, sort of wave flagging nationalists or not, they still got in on it all and made an excuse, because that's what this country likes to do, make excuses to get pissed because it's disgusting. They made excuses to get pissed because they're disgusting. And then we've had like street battles. Oh yeah, I've got footage of street battles. This is the sort of brainless shit that we got to put up with because of, to blame. Taxes ripping you a new one. You know who to blame? It's easy one, isn't it, guys? Easy one. Full on Phoenician, by the way. No coinky dink there. We'll talk about the Phoenicians in this post. What we're going to talk about is a lot of stuff. But what we are going to talk about is catastrophe. We're going to talk about, because we're in the weirdest time in human history, as far as I can remember, and we've just had a weird pandemic thing that went all sorts of Pete Tong in many, many ways, leaving us all really discombobulated, scratching our monkey bollocks, wondering what's coming next. Some of us are not wondering what's coming next. Some of us know there's a reality show. Some of us can sort of anticipate, using Occam's razor, the next set. It's not that difficult, guys. We've been spelling it out quite simply, but not in spells, because that would be bad. We've been telling you quite simply for years now about the nature of this place and its cyclical resets, which they use, by the way. So, did someone say Abba in my in my comments? Okay, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Okay, I'm not altogether against Abba. You heard me. You heard me. Sweet are good. Do you know Sweet? Play Sweet. They're absolute. Fox on the Run. Yeah, I thought it was actually Slade for years until like this week, because, you know, basically we're not in the same realm as we were before, and this is a piss poor copy. Can you remember Shell Beach? Do you know how to get there? No, forgotten, haven't you? Can you remember, say, 2019? No, you can't. Can you? Just snippets, isn't it? Little snippets in your imagination. That's where they are. Thank you, Abba, God, for securing me before the mighty storm that is sure to come. In Jesus' holy name, amen, says love always. Well, I thought all their songs were about sex. Were they actually talking about reset? Maybe I just wrongly interpreted. Well, actually, you know, their language doesn't translate well, Swedish to British anyway. Okay. If you're British, you only think one thing. Three Fingers. We love you in Myrtle Bleach. John Neo. Oh, that looks very John Levy-ish, or Levy-esque, shall I say, with that little star and that John Neo. Shall I say? Cheech, good to see you, my brother. So, yeah, we're having a Monday night extravaganza thing. Okay. That's your lot. We're going to talk about a lot. We're going to talk about messengers. We're going to talk about that in a reset period, some people, as I will show you through some ancient documentation, which is absolutely fantastic book that I've been going through, which has helped me spiritually no end in the last week or so, that there are messengers that get tipped off before there's a major like catastrophe or reset. Okay, if I was like a messenger, yeah, I would tip you off. I'm just saying. But there have been some in the Holy Bible. We have Noah, or Noe. Okay. They had a big flood, but he got tipped off, even though he was a bit of a psycho. But they tipped him off, and he got him and all his family, and then they all sort of like make loads of children and wear it later. So they say. I think that it may not have been a deliberate taking out of Tartaria. Maybe it was the circumstances that the Phoenicians had to alter this place in order to live in it. Maybe that was their way of arrival in the water itself. And if this place was flooded, then they would have a way of getting out of the deep sea, Davy Jones's locker, into this place. It wouldn't surprise me if there were like humanoid beings in the depths. They tell us they don't know anything about the depths, and they just released a new film with Stewart. What's her name? Kirsten Stewart. Do you know her? She's not a switcheroony. So they were in a film called Underwater, which was crap. Lots of CGI in that, but they were in the Sunrise Trench, so 7 miles down, with humanoid sort of beings. So they are sort of saying that this may be a possibility, and there are the Atlanteans, and there is Aquaman, and there is Patrick Duffy doing Man from Atlantis, as we all know. Fred, good to see you. Brian, who is telling us he's feeling fantastic. So his love and the prayers of the Flatearthbritish community. Ballroom Blitz added on today, John Neo. Ballroom Blitz added on today. I know we're going through a sweet revival at the moment. I went through like a weird Elvis thing like a week back. Already, I can't even look at him again. How quick that happens. It's just like, Elvis, no, fuck no. Like that. In a week. Fucking hell. On the way to your falling. Fucking week ago, sun shone out of his ass. George Orwell. Oh, I like that. Martin, are you a hologram? Only on a Tuesday, George. Only on a Tuesday. Wednesday's naked day. so I have to do it on a Tuesday. Brian, Terry Dog. You should have spelled your name D-A-W-G to get in with the times. Dog. Yeah, like that. Like Star Dog. Ken Dog. Free me, free me. I believe the number one reason for this destruction was tolerance. Well, that's what we're going to look at, actually. We're going to look at whether, well, in my mind, and I've stated this many times, I haven't really changed my mind. Let me just change the ambience. I haven't really changed my mind in all of this, that Babylon is about to fall. And I haven't really changed my mind with the fact that they seem to be like treading water, drowning, rats from a sinking ship, coming out with all sorts of crazy, weird shit that makes no sense whatsoever to man or beast, like all their space stuff, all of their stuff. There's better. Now, the pandemic that just went on for 2 years doesn't seem to have done it, has it? They're still here. But rest assured, okay, that there are cataclysms. This one that you witness in some sort of Renaissance picture shows you a very futuristic looking picture, even though it's from apparently 400 odd years ago. And it shows you the burning of Sodom and Gomorrah, okay, which if in modern archaeology, they sort of say maybe by the Dead Sea. But regardless, I think it is an analogy for all of the cities, not just Sodom and Gomorrah. What you're witnessing is the fall of the classical world. Now, all civilizations have been literally obsessed with cataclysm and reset. I knew this early on. The people of the 1800s, the people of the 1900s, they are spirit mediums. They're communicating with the dead. They're very in touch with the spirit world. And they are trying to get information on future information and tap in to find out when the next reset might be, so you can have a bit of time. Now, I can't help but noticing that the new world that has appeared out of nowhere, the spooky, suspicious, weird, satanic, repugnant, septic new world that has been unraveled on us in the last 2 years, I noticed it's gone really high rise, hasn't it? All the British cities are reaching for the sky all of a sudden, like out of the water. And they're all hotels, conveniently. A lot of them are empty, conveniently. And then you got them really high skyscrapers, the Chinese cities, all empty. They'd be sort of okay in quite high floodwater, wouldn't they? Anyway, so we're going to have a think about Lot and what his lot was. Now, life is a lottery. Maybe that's where the saying come from. Probably, definitely. And there's a lot of things, like I just said, in the English language to do with Lot, isn't there? Now, turns out that the story of Lot, because I wasn't really up on it, although I do love Bible stories. They are proper, weird. This one's particularly queer. Yeah, so the story, we'll get into a bit later, but it goes a bit pervy. But we're not going to let that stop us a serious historical investigation, are we? Indeed not. So we will look into that. Gets a bit strange. We're going to look into some alchemical type of engravings of 400-year-olds. And they show this strange alchemical Phoenician world. And everybody is naked because they've just arrived from the water and they're establishing a new world where we're not them. So we've arrived later than that, like post-arrivals. And this place has only got like 200 years, something like that, before every fucking body. And this bullshit that just went down with Queenikins, okay, we might have a little word later. Let's see how sane I keep, okay. From Queenikins herself, as you know, you may not know, you have a queen, Queenikins. Should just show you a crown there. She's hiding. And maybe, now I just want to get this clear at the moment, guys, right? That Kate Middleton, okay, she's not a switcheroony. She's not a switcheroony. I love her. I want to kiss her on O'Brien, okay? I want to love Kate Middleton right now. Maybe not that much. But we're going to have a look later. And let's hope Martin is not wrong in this one instance. Okay, because that is important. Okay, because the world has gone queer enough as it is. Okay, and I didn't say that in like a homophobic nature before anyone pulls me up and makes a video about me, like they will anyway. Okay, it used to be part of the English language. People used to say, "Oh, I feel quite queer." Oh, I've come over all queer. There was a lot of that in the fucking Jubilee. So, okay, get with it. When I was in school, I used to put my hands up and I used to go, sir, can I say something? Sir, yes, Martin, go ahead. Is there a German plane called a fucker wolf? And you go, yes, Martin, there is. Sir, Martin Leake swore. And I'd be, no, I never. There's a German plane called a fucker, not fucker, a fucker wolf. And I would smash it, get away with swearing really badly in the classroom, not get sent out, and like literally kick the teacher's ass as well. Ka-ching, who's fucking Lord of the Flies in who in school, eh? Are we having fun, guys? Okay. Onwards and upwards. Okay, let's get this truth smashing. Now, this really, really interesting post that I'm going to give you now is juicy. The book that I'm going to give you can find just in my descriptions box below. And it's an alternative narrative for where we came from. It studies Genesis, but it doesn't like go on the strict Bible version of Genesis. It talks about consciousness and God getting a bit lonely, maybe a bit horny, who knows? No, it talks about God being lonely, okay, and wanting people. Okay, it says all different stuff that is not in the Bible, especially when it comes to Adam and Eve. So we're going to study all of that in a serious historical context, as we do on Flatearthbritish Matt Leaker channel, because we are history detectives. I have been brushing up on my detective skills by watching Sherlock Holmes's. Yeah, I'm now Sherlock Holmes up. I was going to say fuck, but I'm not going to swear in this anymore. From now on, my lips are sealed. Forthwith, I will swear no more. My lips are sealed. Forthwith, my lips are sealed. I shall talk no more. My future history, people. Yeah, people, you know. People. I know. I've just had to suffer 4 days of them all paralytic drunk, taking drugs, battering one another, and like just basically noisy insanity like everywhere. It's hideous. What the fuck is wrong with them all, guys? Well, God, in his infinite wisdom, let's not think of it as a plan that is, you know, cut into stone. Let's think of it more of as an ineffable plan. Okay, that is like down to us, and we get the answers, and we choose the ending. Now, I'm good at choosing endings in movies, and if anyone knows me, I will always choose the happy ending. There may be a tear, but be a love tear. Okay, and not the type you get in like Love Story, because that was fucking disgusting bringing that out in 1972, killing off Ali McGraw of cancer. What were they thinking, guys? Yeah, I know you're still affected, aren't you? They're fucking bastards. And I am Carios. Good to see you, Jollyman. Of all people to kill off as well, guys. Yeah, it's like killing Callie Simon. She's not dead, is she? Deco dude, English language, not British. No, I'm actually Welsh. And I speak like a broken Welsh English Martinese dialect that is only indicative to me. So you have to watch Flatearthbritish over and over again to learn important Flatearthbritish words like double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Thus, behold. Yeah. J-Star sound. You're getting good at all of this, you lot. DJ Muffunkety. Oh, I fucking love that. Harry Potter lookalike. I've never watched a Harry Potter film. No, I haven't, because it's shit. Yeah. And that woman with a 3-barreled name looks like she's definitely into witchcraft. She wrote it, didn't she? Yeah, you know exactly what I'm on about. Am I wrong? No, my fuck. Liza Love, good to see you. So I won't be waffling for long. This is my famous intro where I just like sort of explode my Brian. Okay, I've been ranting a bit, but only on I want to pogo over all of them for their behaviour, which is fucking disgusting. They're doing my head in. Do you know what? I've watched people park in my street, emptying their ashtrays into my street and pouring rubbish out of the cars. I fucking hate litter. Litter makes me mental. Does litter make you mental? They paid paradise and built a parking lot. This is why we got to get the fuck away from them. So, escape. This is what this video is about. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is, have I given you any warnings in the past that any of that bullshit might have happened, like in the last 2 years concerning Rona? I had, hadn't I? And all of the other stuff. I've been like sort of consistent, like weekly, maybe 2 times a week. Pretty much saying the same thing, haven't I? Okay. Now, this book is fantastic. I'm going to share it right now. Let me just welcome a few more of you. 400 of you. Awesome, Dawson. Happy Monday. I'm hoping you all had a good, sane weekend, away from all of the weird weekend it was. They've done my head. I couldn't even go live at Flatearth, although I would have loved to, because of like all of the riots and the fighting and stuff. It was just, not going to go with my like relaxation mode for talking, watching for the petrol bombs. That's the effect. Brian Buradabach. Stephen Ross say, buy a boat and sail to the North Pole. Well, beyond the North Pole. The North Pole's a bit nippy, but beyond there, it gets like a spring day in Amsterdam. And yes, I think they are definitely hiding land. This flat earth truth comes out. All real estate fucking falls through. All of they've invested and all of their bullshit and their greed don't mean nothing. Yeah, it doesn't mean a goddamn fucking thing. What have they sold themselves for? They can't have what they want. Their lives are limited. And all of these so-called fucking billionaires are miserable as shit and got no fibre of life because they got everything. And if they have something like, because they don't go without, so nothing's going to make them happy. It's like, oh, fuck, yeah, and you're grateful for it. They're just not going to get that buzz. It's just like, that's empty, fibreless life. And I bet nobody's going to ever love them because they got fucking oogles of money. And obviously they're just going to be fucking sniffing around that. And I'm not going to give a flying fuck. And they eat like pigs. They're all going to drop like of cardiac arrests and fatty heart valves and pooing themselves and all them rich people things that they get. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Listen to myself. I sound like a proper anti-capitalist person. Just escaped from Australia, Dank Tank, did you? How did you do that? It's like fucking miles away over there. How'd you get away? Thanks for ACDC, by the way. Romanian Bear? Not so much in access. Maria? I'm lying, they're brilliant. S. Ara? So, yeah, they had shit fucking music. They had Queen. They got some fucking crap. God knows who's singing with them now. Terrible. You couldn't even look at it. And as I said, Elton John, my song. Riots in Wales. Oh no, we've had a riot since the 1990s, Jolly Money. Just hasn't stopped yet. I think Toxteth in Liverpool shares the same sort of environment. Skate Park, get used to it. Just avoid the petrol bombs when you're out shopping. All goes down well. And Fox, good to see you. They ate smack, crack and pot for breakfast here. Not Rice Krispies. Jim Dillinger. Nice going in the 1920s. Big follower of your work. What's multi-pox? I don't know. I think pox might be real because I've had chicken pox and I've had shingles, which is basically chicken pox. If it meets in the middle, you're dead. Do you know that? Yeah, don't worry. You'll be all right. You haven't got it. So I've had 2 poxes and I had a really, really ravenous strain of London chicken pox because I was working in a pub. A fucking kid, really, I was. I don't think I was old enough to go in a bar. I wasn't old enough to go in a bar. I was working in a bar in Wembley Park called the Century Tavern, and I was zitty. I was covered in zits and not even old enough to go in a pub, but I was working around a bar. Carlo, good to see you. One of my times when I run away to London, which were many, I was always running away to London. The streets, no, they're not paved with gold. I worked that out. But I never, ever went without a job or homeless. Ever. Julie Q. Because me's a grafter. Oh, was. Still am, but I'm using my Brian now. Boris, is Boris gone? I don't know who Boris is, Carl. I don't know anything about the mainstream, anything. Okay. I'm like, beyond caring. And this is why. Right, you ready? Nice picture. We'll change as we go. Look at them skyscrapers all on fire. What you will find with these pictures concerning Sodom and Gomorrah, they seem to be all in a Middle Ages setting. And one thing that is important to remember in the entire weird, slightly pervy narrative for Lot is that his wife, convenient for him, turns to a pillar of salt when she looks back. Now, she was told, don't look back, you'll be turned to a pillar of salt. So it's like, is it really fiery brimstone and hot stuff that falls from heaven? Or is it a volcano, an earthquake? Or is it more likely some advanced Phoenician technology akin to fasces or something like that? Yeah, probably, isn't it? We'll have a look at all that on the way through this post. Anyway, let's crack on then. A salty cracker. I don't know what that means. I'm slightly embarrassed too. Medusa's head. We did that as well the last show as well, JR. Right, let's get into the juicage. Much love to you all. Thanks for popping by on a Monday night. Let's wake everybody up who is worthy. Hiya, Lucy. And otherwise, fuck them, to be honest with you, at this stage of the game. Gotta love them, though. I'm not without sympathy for that person that's going down the shops in their pajamas on their spicy little cat, the disabled things that run you over, to go and get their scratch cards and their bottle of vodka. I would not want to hold that against them. That's fine. It's part of the matrix. We need them. Otherwise, vodka companies would fall through. Visiting with Mr. V. Okay, Brian, that's me. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get on with the show. Frying balls. And I'm going to show my appreciation to Her Majesty later on. I have got an affectionate feeling towards her. Watching, look, she looked quite fluffy. Like, I just want to, can you imagine, apparently she got seen picking up a penny and farting. That might not be true. I don't think that bit's true. The picking up the penny bit, definitely. Why do you think she got all that money, guys? Huh? She takes all yours and she picks up all them fucking pennies. Hiya, Nora. Hiya, Rudy. Shingles. Oh, I was in a terrible state. I had fever as well. I don't know what was wrong with me. I went to the doctors. He said, you got shingles. I was like, oh, well, that explains why I feel like shit then. Okay, excuse my language. I'm going to try and act more civilized and cultured and be more like one of them. I'm afraid not. But it's better than being a piece of string. Afraid not? Oh, don't worry about it. Only Martin gets Martin jokes, and they're not very funny anyway, are they? Otherwise, you probably laugh, wouldn't you? It's the most spontaneous, rude things that I come out with that you laugh at. What does that say about you? Just saying. Maria? Not criticising you. Don't upset me. Arctic monkeys. They're shit. Arctic monkeys. Do you know the Arctic monkeys are? They are the animals of, the animals, which has Chandler. There is a house in New Orleans, vamped up, okay, for the naughties, and they're shit. Okay, the animals were fantastic. The Arctic monkeys are shit. That's just my humble opinion. But what do I know about rock music? Paul Owen, indie music. That's just my humble opinion. But my opinion matters. It just doesn't to you. I get it. Brasse, good to see you. Anne Gaynor, good to see you, my friend. Didge. Okay. And we'll get started now. Well, Hoyle beef fucked. Okay. That's a way of swearing without swearing. I had that as a vlog title back in the day. I was looking over all my accounts the other day because I can't actually get them on my computer. Because my computer is like a motherfucker to me at the moment. Won't let me go on anything. And I gave Meta or whatever they're called, this Facebook people, I gave them my ID, and I'll go sit and wait forever to know whether I can fucking look at my thousands of notifications where everyone's been rabbiting away in my Facebook without me. Well, stuff. I am Longfoot Frog. Good. Okay, then. And 2. I am Long Frog 2. Can I be Long Frog? Okay, not now. That's my Long Frog moment is gone. I want to be something else now. Jollyman, you're happy. No riots, anarchy is pointless. Yeah, it's all part of their bullshit culture thing. Yeah. The only way to win, okay, is expose all of their bullshit. Everyone's just like, well, I don't really want to do that anymore. It makes no sense. Like that. Okay, let's share screen. So just bear with me. I'm going to run through some information. Okay, starting with this glorious book that I was reading, which I've yet to finish, but I can't wait to get to the Noah stuff. But another messenger, don't shoot the messenger, but there are going to be messages in a reset period. And it talks all about this ascension that is happening and the changing times that will be instilled when Babylon falls, which is soon. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes sense. Good. That's what it says. Anyway, onward. So here it is. It is called The Past Revealed, a series of revelations concerning early scriptures. So it's based on like Genesis. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Abraham. I thought he was just a pure psychopath, but he's not in this. He's hanging around with Lot a bit because he's his uncle. They go off and do a bit of stuff. And then Adam goes off on his... Abraham goes and, you know, not to put a finer point on it, fucks off and does his own thing. And Lot, this is what happens. So we're going to pick it up here at page 116, because all of the other stuff in the beginning, read it, guys. It says incredible stuff like spirit dwellers that live in the magnetic atmosphere. I blew my head off when I heard that. I just fantastic stuff. I can't wait to get the Noah stuff. But anyway, I'm into the lot at the moment. So there are, in the cosmic order, messengers of destruction, as also those of construction. Because destruction and destruction are both creative things. Those who conserve the principle of change, that would be me and you. Those who represent the forces working for the redistribution and reorganization, those who cooperate with the direct the energies of nature in new ways and assist in the establishment of new expressions, superseding former conditions. Fuck yes. There also are those who recognize the fact that there are laws of nature, but do not perceive the purpose for which they exist. The fact that those messengers or forerunners of change were directed or attracted to Lot, and revealed unto him the approaching catastrophe, bracket, clusterfuck, given him and those connected with him an opportunity to escape, would indicate that Lot had involved certain correspondence of spirit and was living upon a higher plane of life than generally prevailed in Sodom at the time, because they're all drunk and they're on a lower vibrational experience. But Lot, he's ascended and he's on the higher plane, and he can hear his higher spirit and his higher self telling him, Lot, listen to me, brother. You got to get the fuck out. Take your family with you. Tell them not to look back. This is going to get ugly. So he does that. He decides to pack up his daughters, pack up his wife, and get the fuck out of Dodge. Now, why wouldn't you if you got that message? Some people just won't listen to their inner voice. Anyway, this book goes on fabulously, but I'm not going to be reading all of that. That's the main point, okay? This is what we're doing. We're the Indigo children. These changes that this book is talking about, this, this bringing in of a new way of thinking and new ways of doing everything, guys. But I just heard Brian saying he's getting well because he wants to stay the fuck away from doctors. That sort of thinking. The only healthy people that I know, none of them go to doctors, guys. They are on alternative, good, just eat well and exercise, basically. And they're not on any prescription drugs or any drugs. Right or wrong? And they're the healthiest fucking people I know. Tells you all on it, guys. So here's Lot. Oh, this is a bit of a palaver, guys. Fucking hell. Anyway, Lot, here he is here, right? So noble events in the life include his journey with his uncle Abraham. So he has he hung around with Abraham. They did some stuff. Yeah, it goes into details. They did stuff. His flight from the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, during which Lot's wife became a pillar of salt. We might have a photograph of her. I think she took a selfie before it happened. No, really. And he's being intoxicated by his daughters so that they could have sexual intercourse with him. Sorry. Could you just run that by me again? I'm sorry, man. I went blind. Like them poor, like the Indians were blind to Columbus's ships. I was blind to what you just said. Say it again. So his wife got turned into a pillar of salt, and then his daughters getting pissed to have sex with him. Okay, right. Okay, we're sort of getting it. Why would God, in his infinite wisdom, being a good dude, let's just say God's a good dude, even though he killed everybody, why would he say, like, no, you're all right, mate, you are. A bit later on, you might have a bit of incest going on with your daughters, but I'm going to let you all survive. You see what I mean? It's like, I'm not so sure that any of this is okay. To give Lot the message. Yeah, he's a bad. What I'm trying to say is maybe he's a bad representative of it. Anyway, so he hangs around in Egypt by quite a bit. Yeah, and well, Sarah, who's Sarah at the time, she goes off a Pharaoh, fancies her. Yeah. Anyway, he takes Sarah, goes off, and guess what happens? Yeah, the great fucking plagues. So dig that Abraham goes there with Lot. Sarah gets nicked by the Pharaoh. Next thing you know, everybody's dead of the plague. No, I'm not blaming Sarah. I'm just saying that that's the way it went, So they had a bit of stuff go down in the plain of Jordan. Okay. I don't know if they went off to Abraham dwelt in Hebron. Yeah. And Lot thought he'd try his luck in the big old city of Sodom. He was like, Sodom. There it is. Okay. It's a big Greco-Romano, super futuristic city. What's this? Lot prevents the Sodomites from raping the angels. What? Oh, fuck me. Guys, hang on. I'm going to have to stop this vlog and have a lay down a minute. Raping angels. So angels. Guys, how do you get over something like this? So Lot is all right with preventing angels. Okay, and we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt about what happened when his daughter spiked him, apparently. We'll get to that a bit later. I'm not sure what's going on there. But this is a serious historical study, so I think we should get to the bottom of it, don't you guys? Yeah, quite so. That is disgusting. Huh? Fucking hell. Oh, Lord said, verily, I cry Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and verily their sin exceeds grievous. I will go down now and see whether I have done altogether according to the cry of it. Yeah, let's see how bad this shit is. Now, remember, the worst city in the world in the 1600s apparently was Port Royal in Jamaica, just outside Kingston. And guess what happened to that? Yeah, it was a biblical reset. The whole place sunk in the mud. Everybody died. Okay, right, daughters. Right, what happened here? Okay, instead of the brimstone and fire, Japheth, the only lightning cause of the fire that destroyed Sodom. God then cast a thunderbolt into the city. Oh yeah, right. Well, we know about that, don't we? And set it on fire, and its inhabitants laid waste to the country and that burning. Everyone died, basically, burning and lightning. So plasma reset, basically, guys. This is electromagnetic futuristic technology laid down by some fascists type of technologies. Anyway, daughters. Oh, this is weird. This is a rather queer story, isn't it? After the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot was I'm still in shock about them. Sodomite trying to rape the angels. That's bad. I don't like that. That's not funny. That's really bad. Lot was afraid to stay in Zoar, and so he and his 2 daughters resettle in the hills, living in a cave. Yeah, I bet that was a hyper-futuristic cave with a lift that went down 40 flights. Okay. His eldest daughter, seeing that there were no men to marry, told her younger daughter that they should instead sleep with their father to continue their lineage. Yeah, but they would be born like Julian Banjo's 2 heads and mongoloids. Towards this, they got Lot exceedingly drunk with wine. So Lot got no recollection of any of this after the affair. Is that what you're saying? I'm not buying this. The elder then laid, hang on, I don't know more details. I can get the picture. Oh, laid with the father without his knowing. I thought this is something else then. She insisted that the younger do the same. Oh, fuck me. This is terrible. I'm having a hot flush. Whew. This is the Bible. And so the younger did the same with the father the next day. No. This is not right. This isn't the Bible. The older daughter conceived Moab, which ends up later a big motherfucking bomb. The father of the Moabites. And the younger conceived Ben-Ami, son of the people of the Ammonites. Oh, wicked. Yeah. So they're not even bastards, are they? What are they? From... don't know. I'm confused by reality. So the story, usually called Lot and His Daughters, has been subject to many paintings. Yes, it has. We may study some of this weird story. So it's in the Quran as well, as it would be, because the book sort of rocks as well. And it's got good stuff in it, like the Bible. And they talk about God's disapproval with bumming. Okay, which is what sodomy is, apparently. Lustful, violent acts, and monotheism. Well, monotheism. Oh, I'm not sure I actually just believe in one God. Oh, I'm not a monotheist, am I? What am I? Okay, I heard that. Anyway, let's not delve too much into this. So we get it. Lots drunkenness, incest, and the Muslims, they like to talk about all of that. Story of Prophet Lot having intercourse with his daughters. Oh God, fuck me. Right, let's have a look at some pictures, because I've come over all clear. The flag. Oh, Rubens. I love Rubens. He's one of my favorite Belgian painters. Okay. So the angel's saying, Leggy. Nick, you like his wife? Convenient for him, wasn't it? She died. So this is the medieval version where he looks like he's a wizard. Nuke lands on, if they were real. We're going to talk about that again. I'm working on a couple of vlogs. I got some brilliant stuff to show you, but it's actually time. And like I said, if you got anyone to blame why Flatearth didn't happen, yeah, P.O. Box, Buckingham Palace. So there's Abraham and Lot. They went off into the wilderness and got down and had a good time, as far as I know. That stuff caused a plague, got everyone killed. So is the nature of a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Lot prevents the Sodomites from raping the angels. That was good of him. See, I would have done that. I would be like, you fuck right off. Angels are lovely. They smell lovely. They look lovely. Leave them alone. I would have fought them. I fight them most. I'll fight them. I'll fucking fight them. I'll fight the woman's honor. I'll fight them all. Probably get killed, but it doesn't matter anyway. She come back anyway. This is Lot. Apparently, yeah. She stopped on a hillside and just turned into a pillar of salt. So they say. On Mount Sodom. The Flight of Lot from Sodom by one of my favorite. Oh, he's so fucking depressing, with his color, isn't he? His lack of color. Oh, and the Muslims, they had a version too. Lut. Run away with his daughters. His wife was killed by a rock. Oh, that's interesting. There's the rock there. Well, like a meteor. in this Persian miniature, 16th century. Oh, that's really interesting. And everyone dies, though, don't they? Yeah. Civilization falls. Babylon falls. The capture of Lot and his family. Okay, so as we know, shit went down. But he got away because basically he's tuned in. Okay. He's gone all like, I'm a high state of consciousness. And he has got the fuck out of Dodge and gone to a cave. So here is, is this a door? Oh, I don't know. It's in a print or engraving, and it looks like it's really early ones. And there it is, Sodom or Gomorrah, one of the cities, going up in flames while he waits in a cave. But check out this architecture. It's already happened, haven't it? Because it's greened over. It's like, what? So like the end of the world happens and then grass grows over the same day. I notice he doesn't carry his own food. So these angels, they got weapons. Though I should walk through the valley of death, I will have my 500,000 volt fucking taser. And I will feel no evil. So check out this world, though. And the remnants are there today in rocky mess, aren't they? Carthage, Troy, Phoenicia, Rome. What have the Romans ever done for us? Sweet fuck all. Because they weren't really a thing. They weren't even that important. When the Phoenicians arrived, the Romans came plenty of time after the Phoenicians. When the Romans arrived in the Thames in London, they already had a big city. They're already up and established and running. So these guys, okay. So these are Phoenicians, okay, and they seem to be. Oh, this is Lot and his wife escaping, okay. But it is a Phoenician sort of thing. Why has he got the Oscar? No, it's too homunculus. So yeah, there could be some tampering with the DNA. Could like properly be a homunculus, guys, couldn't we? Really? They've all got them. Look, you know, she's on this resetting ball. She's, you know, why is she talking to an eagle? And why have they got their Nellies out? Do you know why they got no clothes on, guys? And all of them clothes are like fitting like with the material because they're from underwater. They are a watery people. I wonder what the A's for. Hey. So, they're nailing everyone up. Yeah. Crucify everybody is what they're doing. And it's orchestrated by these people who live on top of the mountain there in a cloud, if you can call them people. Yes, they give the royals a lot of lethal control. And the Queen has one. She gets an orb, she gets a scepter. And the eagle with the wings open is a technology. Okay. So there they are. Let's leg it because everybody is gonna die. Let's cook a cow because we're gonna need something to eat later. Okay. Oh, okay, I've gone the wrong way. Excuse me. So there's another Renaissance style painting. What kind of city is this? Because it's not looking very biblical. It's looking more green and pleasant land, futuristic. Churches. When were churches invented? Were they around in the Bible? So there it is. It's bad day in bedrock. There's no doubt about it. Sea coming in there, look. Pretty high. If you have a really high skyscraper and you're on the top floor, probably be all right. It'd be better if you had a boat. Face it inwards towards the wave. Ride that motherfucker. What's this? What's this? 5G? So, yeah, it came from the sky, apparently. A bit like what comes from the sky if you, say, living in California. And you got, like, some random fire. Come, let's help you. Let's help you. Thank you for helping us not get bummed that time. Oh, you're most welcome. Sorry. Anyway, here is... Oh, Lot. I can see her face. Oh, Lot's wife. There's Mrs. Lot there, guys. She's into a pillar of salt. After she go down. Right, this is a beautiful picture. So, Lot's daughter. Yeah, Lot. She's looking like really, really fucking young, and she has no clothes on. But they haven't. The Phoenicians don't. Look, they're getting him drunk, and he remembers nothing. So it sounds like the stupidest story I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm not buying any of it. And what's this? Exploding on top of this weird, probably a tree trunk. Oh, Roman arch. So that's what happened. God thought, well, actually, I've had enough of like Elton John songs. And I've had enough of all of popular culture, sport, greed, excess, burgers, all of it really. So I'm going to kill everybody, get a few people who are really decent sorts to get out early and start fresh. Warn people along the way. Yeah. Because this seems to be just the cities. But that was a bad idea anyway. How many cities did Alexander the Great apparently found? Lots, wasn't it? More than one. And Romulus and Remus, what's with that? They're twins, aren't they? That's weird, isn't it? Twins that were brought, suckled by a wolf. See, that sort of whips a bit of DNA tampering as well, doesn't it? I'm not sure I've been tampered with. Plenty of people have been tampered by Biden. Tampered with Biden. So there you are in the cave. So he looks quite conscious there, but they didn't state whether he was conscious or not. Maybe I just can't solve this case. There they are in Renaissance period. They had lovely clothes back in the literal like early Bronze Age, haven't they? Who's making their silks? Who's dyeing them? Who's producing the buttons? Who's making the buttons? There must be lots of button factories. So 551 of you watching. Hi guys, lovely to see you. Could you please share this out? Yeah. Lots, slots. Breaking. God, see what I've started. But it is a really interesting study, don't you think? So there's Lot there. It's a different gaudy looking version. His daughters. Hey, no, I hope they were fucking daughters. Looking at that. They look like a couple of Michaels, don't they? But anyway, let's not read into it too much. And the whole world gets burned. The good old days. There she is, Lot in. Oh, this is an early engraving. I've seen this before. So let's get you and your daughters out to safety. Got a nice cave up by there. Would you show the way now? Oh, your wife has unfortunately looked back and not listened to the instructions that we gave her, and she has turned into a pillar of salt. Do you need any salt? Take some with you. There's a big pillar of it there. Your wife. You may need it for seasoning later. That would be nice. It's what she would have wanted. Most people are cannibals anyway. Everyone's eating meat, aren't they? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yeah. Do you eat baked beans? Yeah? You're fucking eating human. Yeah. Jelly? What do you think that's made out of? Black currants. But, my theory stands. So there you are. Run! Everybody! Die! Kill the humans! Kill them all! And, something in Munich. Oh. There you are. Come on, Lot. We'll sort you out, me old mate. You've been all right. I have, haven't I? Yes, you have. We're going to give you a nice gift now. Weird. And there it is, the city of Sodom. It looks exactly like, say, I don't know, Milan. Or a modern sort of city-ish. But it got really, really sinful. There she is. She doesn't look salty there. She's just taking a last look. Oh, never look back. Yeah? Have you heard the song? Don't look back in anger. I heard you say. Well, take heed of then. So let's have a look at this version. It looks a bit Starford. It looks a bit Jerusalem-y. Big skyscrapers there. Look at that. It looks like the top of the Empire State Building. Shit, it is. Look at that over there. Top of the skyscraper. Shit, it is. That looks like a really modern complex over there. Shit, it is. In a Renaissance picture of Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't know which one's which. It's like Buddha and Pest, isn't it? Don't worry about it. Anyway, Phoenicians. They're weird. Do you think some of the monarchy were actually dwarfs? Because, like, because of that Lannister guy. Not that I watch Game of Thrones. I'm just saying if I had, that I would know about that Lannister dwarf guy. Because this guy who's in the picture or in the mirror or in the teleprompter with these weird Cherubinowskis, which we find out later on, are chronic alcoholic, drug addict maniacs. I don't think they're children at all. Okay, maybe because this book that I was first reading, it literally tells you like we're fallen angels and we're literally living in these bodies, and we never before needed these bodies. Our souls just existed as in eternity, and then we've come into these bodies where it's all about like sensory stuff, like stuff of this realm. So there he is. He's so yeah, we got like giants, didn't we? So you would have dwarfs, and they were probably super duper intelligent as well, and like schemers. And we're elves. Otherwise, why would they call yourself? Just take that S off, and you're an elf. Yourself is an elf, obviously, because I tell you, there are dwarfs, there are giants, so there would be elves. Stands to reason. And I am an elfling creature anyway, because I've been told by another elfling creature who also had elf years like me. So this is from 1649. Actually 1640s. Anyway, it's really early. And not that I'm going to get a translation, but we'll try. The most elegant work of Gerard de Lassay and the Pincher of Liège, so it's French. And it looks like you got two giant fascia type columns there. But check this architecture out for the old world. It's absolutely fantastic. But all you're going to see is like just Phoenician stuff. It's spooky, weird Phoenician stuff. The pineal gland, like the one they got in the Vatican. The Vatican, that is the Antichrist itself. Oh, there's like a demon's mask there. Can you see that? Let's mag up a little bit. Oh, no. All right. Sorry about that. It's not a demon mask. It's the head of a poor old horse. But anyway, that guy, he's got a bit of the Mosesism about him, haven't he? He's got one of those Moses button pads that we talk about so often. Oh, thanks for Jax. 444. That's nice. So they're maybe mugging Moses or something. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. But yeah, these Phoenicians, look at this. So look, you get a spiteful Caesar type. You're like a Caligula who's a bastard. He's spiteful. I don't know which one this is. Oh, it's Maz. Oh, God. So yeah, he's God of War. And he's a bit of a shit. He looks like he's a Roman Tsar of the sea, doesn't he? The Caesar. And they all dress like this, with the juggage hanging out and all hanging off, because I think originally they came out of the water. I think they tell us this anyway, don't they? This lot, the Phoenicians, because they're not us, because none of us look like them, do we? Not really. They got weird pointy noses for start off, and they're always butt naked with rags just hanging off them. You'll see pop stars doing it, imitating the Phoenicians. Well, that looks like a Middle Ages castle, doesn't it? I'm wondering, now I know they're all drunk, I get it, and I know they're all like, oh, I'm going to pass out, I get it. Okay, it's the Bacchusite thing. I'm wondering whether there was a period when they knocked everybody out, like gassed everybody maybe, or just put everybody to sleep in the world except sun. And then everybody wakes up and knows nothing of it because it's maybe in nighttime. Could they do that? A bit like Dark City? Shift things, smooth things, spill things, do stuff, leave you asleep for ages. Who even knows? Rip Van Winkle could have been asleep for ages. So there you are. There's hoofy woofied Pan, which is responsible for the panic and the pandemic and all the pan things, pantheism. Pan's people. Although there's nothing wrong with them. But they're all naked, aren't they? It's just because they're out of the water, you're not going to need clothes in the water. And Pan, he blows pipes, doesn't he? He's the Pan Piper, Pied Piper. And god of fertility and the woods. See this one? Crying. Do you know what crying for? Booze. It's an alcoholic. Look, she's so drunk, she's in oblivion. I'm so drunk. Why aren't you indoors? And why have you got this weird guy looking at you? But the little Bacchus there, or the little Pan, has got a mask he's going to put on. And he's got a tambourine. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man. Yeah, this is a reality show. Have you ever seen the film The £1 million Note? There's a test on a guy where he can't spend it, but he got to live on it for 2 months. But he can't change the note. I feel that the elites do that. They do it with Strawman for sure. They chuck chuck something in the mix for their twisted sick satisfaction or whatever reason, a bet, a gamble. But they definitely do it and see what happens with people's lives. So, yeah, these are in the descriptions box below. Some of these go, right to left, and you can't really turn these, but you've got Mercury here and some chick with a Phrygian hat, and they are showing Ovid, the change, a reset book. Ovid, COVID, of people turn into plant form. So sort of screams some sort of splicing to my Brian. It could have just took all little bits of what was here for us. Just little bits of all the different animals, for example, which is why different people look like different animals. So the bits of everything, put all in a big sploosh. And here's Adam. Here's Eve. The magnetic propagation. And like I said in that book earlier, read it for yourself. Spirit dwells in the magnetic atmosphere. Blew my head off to read that. There's always this guy with a club who I believe to be Hercules. The Phoenician gods. Blindfolded from you know who? The Medusa. Which we talked about, I think, on my last post, one post. So yeah, these are fantastic engravings. They need a little bit of a closer scrutiny to actually go through them with some detail, but it's all the reset, sound, vibration, angels, Phoenicians, and they just give you like allegory for their tech every time. They are again like sleeping. You get the masked guy, so it's like, if you look into the works of Shakespeare, I've actually got all of the original copies of the works of Shakespeare. I should have shared them with you, really. And the historical ones are all about reset. And all of them really interesting. I know they've got romances and stuff like Romeo and Juliet and stuff, but it sort of just tells you that this place is a reality show. All the world's a stage. William Shakespeare, aka Bacon. Probably. So they say. So yeah, they're all sort of asleep here, aren't they? Are they just that drunk? This is what they've done to the whole of society, or whatever this thing is. They bamboozled everyone. But this weekend, what the hell is that geometric shape, guys? Look up on that. This is a really early book. Check that out, guys. What's that doing just floating there? Whoa. Some hyperdimensional thing. That's what you want coming out of your wall. One of them. Or an orb. Golden one. Would be great. So, I don't know the narrative. Let's move on. I've got 445 of you watching on a Monday night. I hope you're having a spliffing time. I'm just going to have a little drink. Start with Brian out. Brian is another maritime word. It means Brian. Okay? Just so you're clear, because you got confused. What's a Brian? So they look really well turned out and quite healthy, but they don't look human really. And their statues seem to be alive, which is also really weird. The statues like literally stare. Oh, let's have a look at these. These look interesting. So Hermes is coming out. He's like, I'm gonna slap a Yuakarasi head. She's like, no, don't slap me. He's got no clothes on. And what we're looking at there is Fortuna. And the Sprogage is dressed like a Roman or Greek or a Trojan, because they all look the bloody same. So this is what happened then. Is it the whole? This was Britain on the weekend. But if they had actually any bollocks, they would be enjoying themselves. But they haven't, because they all got to do stupid stuff the government tells them to do. Government sanctioned drugs and government sanctioned bullshit, which you will pay for later. How's that going? I assure you. So there you are. Music, vibration, and all of these weird. I think, like, if you went to a do like that, all of these demonic entities around sort of tell you that something was up, wouldn't you? Shitload of camels. Camels are all right. We don't mind camels. And some lions. Apparently, lions don't eat you. You can just hang around with a lion back in the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians arrived. And there they go again. Millions of little charabanuskis. Just weird. It's all over antiquity, this same style of art. On the architecture, on the artworks, in the corner of old advertisements, you get something Phoenician. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, guys. So I'm not going to go through 244 pages. You want to look at that yourself. It is in the descriptions box below, and it is a lovely, lovely book. So this shit went down in the past where, like, the government was like, let them eat grass and fuck everybody, and everyone can just go on the streets. We'll tax them all to death. All businesses closed. No one can have an equal opportunity. It's all bullshit. Okay. Because they went and done this in France, apparently. This is what we'll do with your Declaration of Independence. I think heroes, or the word hero, is another one of their things. I think to be a hero is what, like a mass murderer? That's not a hero. That's a motherfucker. So what is a hero? I need a hero. I'm holding up for a hero. Or is it, I don't need another hero? In the words of Tina, who was a Turner. So yeah, they didn't put up with no more shit. They came in and just fucked them all up, and they basically chopped all their heads off. So was the way of the French Revolution. But it didn't sort out all of their problems, did it? Because they just basically, they've had Napoleon, all their world wars, the behavior of the Vichy regime. What? I'm a forgiver and forgetter, me. Up to a point. And this is what happens when the Phoenicians, or they could be the East India Company, it doesn't even matter. This is in I-572, and they're arriving in this pleasant little sleepy town. The Dutch, probably, I think, in this book. And let's see what goes down. Okay, so are they tourist? Oh, tourist, tour. I like tour. Tourist field, tourist. That makes sense. If you was to be a tourist, you'd go traveling around on your tourist field. Oh, I just worked that out. Just new one. So there you are. So everyone's like climbing out of the way, putting nets down, trapping everyone, because everybody basically gets murdered when they arrive. We've seen loads of evidence of this. Yeah, it's just Dutch. So, wow. Let's mag up on that a little bit. Look at this town. It's not Stafford, but I tell you what I do know is it's Haarlem. It's Haarlem. Okay. That's all right. Don't worry. Another few hundred years, you'll be able to get a decent spliff there. So there he is, the guy who's a hero. If you're a hero, you get a statue. Like, ooh, star footage. Nice star footage. Oh, Mar, the Battle of Mar. That's the River Mar. So that would be Rotterdam, and this is Europort. This is Rotterdam there, because that's the River Mar, which I believe goes on to become the Rhine somewhere along the line. That rhymed. I like geography. And another star footage of Leiden. So I was going to show a book today about Leiden. Leiden's weirdest name that, where they rewrite history. They rewrite the Bible, different denominations, different translations, and they come up with something between them all. Apparently, even the most bog standard classical text that we've had presented to us by academia is, shall I say, incorrectly translated, or the translations are argued over and they come up with a middle ground and they all agree on it, like different denominations of church in this area of Holland, which deals with all of the history rewrites. Yes, I have a book that explains how all of this shit goes down. In case you didn't know. It's all on my channel, the Celtic Tatarian channel. 1,000 videos. Get over there, 30,000 subs. It's ours. So, this is weird. Like most things on Flatearthbritish, but this is extra weird. So, it's ancient Aramaic. I looked through my Aramaic book, of my book of translations, in the room to go through, see if I could make head or tail of any of it. I'm afraid I couldn't. But anyway, so picture of two angels. Two angels. Is this? I'm not even going to insult by saying it's being drawn by a child, because some children are absolutely fantastic drawers. Picture of an angel between the 4th and 5th prayers, magic signs between the 8th and 9th prayers. So magic signs. Okay, let's check out some magic signs. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to turn you into a frog by showing you this or anything. Maybe you should call your husband or your wife or your partner or your dog. Maybe not your dog if you're going to turn into a frog, because you might get eaten. I'm not saying your dog would eat a frog. Your cat. Would your cat eat a frog? Okay, get your cat if you got one. So what's that? A magic spell? Looks like 4 angels to me. Anyway, so this is Solomon's sigil type magic spells of a world gone by. That's definitely an angel. Is that wires? Is that a communication machine? And why are you looking like you might be like alien or extraterrestrial? So I can't make head or tail. I tried to work out 1 or 2 of them are similar to some of the Phoenician letters, the glyph and stuff were the same, but I didn't know what it was saying. If I thought the Rosetta Stone would crack it for me, but considering that's all made up, oh, I fucked it. So, picture of 2 angels before the first prayer. That's the other one. So what's this? That's an angel. Looks like watery bits. So yeah, we've been thinking about water quite a bit, haven't we? And skeletons. Skeletons invented flesh out of water. Oh, so it's the way of transition of manifesting our reality. They would like to change into quantum mechanics, but have you tried the double split experiment in your house? Any of you done this double split experiment? Just wondered. Not saying it's not real. It's nice to think like that, you know, but I'm thinking something completely different goes on, because this book that I just read explains how we are manifesting, and at this time we are the manifestors, and we are the ones ushering in a new world. We're the messengers, guys. That book tells you, and I have no doubts. Do you know why? Because this is the weirdest time in human history, and they just had a weird, freaky 2-year thing go down, and they're not done with it. And they just had this like blowing smoke up there, like the murderers' asses. It's just like we're living in the weirdest realm of all realms. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. The mirror realm. This is not even the real place. I think we can. practically break off and transition with a click of a finger to another realm, just like that. And that's how it works. Shift, boom, another realm, boom, another realm, boom, but to a better realm, more loving, caring realm. One that's warm and comfortable, not where you feel insecure and unsafe. So this is Solomon, King Solomon. And he's hanging out with demons. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's doing the X code. So, yeah, Solomon Sigils. There he is, consulting with the demon. So it could be mates with him. You don't know what's going on. It might not even be all that bad. Might be just bad press. So there you are. Don't look at it. If you did turn into a frog, I don't know what I was doing. This is like a lesson not to look into magic until you know what you're doing. Okay? I apologize. Apologize to all your family if you are a frog. So this is trippy. If you have dropped mushrooms just for Flat Earth British vlog, this should be pretty good. It's called the Garden of Earthly Delights, but it's only tulips. But, oh, I can see so much going on in there. It's scary. And I'm not even like, you know, on drugs. But look, these are only, whoa. Turn on your mind, relax, and float downstream. They're only tulips. They're not happy flower, are they? They're sort of like a death flower, aren't they? Maybe that's just me. They're dark, and grumpy, and death. Maybe they're not. I don't know. That looks rude. No, it all looks rude now. Oh, what just happened? But yeah, so why is he showing that? It's art, and we're cultured. And that's trippy. Don't say it's not. Okay, we're moving on. Finistere is good. I haven't been there, but I have seen it. Pretty lights from the sea. Because when you zip across the Bay of Biscay, which is always a bastard of a place, excuse my language, to behold, because it's always rough, you get across and the first lights you see, which you are very, very grateful for, are the lights of Finestere. And it's right up on the northern western tip of Iberian Peninsula. I think I got that correct. And they got some crazy shit going down. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a little look at some of these railings later. I'm very intrigued about these railings. I think there's some technology going on associated with water. It's like a Jesus 5G tower, isn't it? But it looks beautiful. It's French. Oh. Well, that looks like Coral Castle or something. That looks ultra weird. It's a graveyard. Happy place. Look at that. What the hell is it? There's two children on the wall there. Oh, there's children all along the wall there. I bet they're all dead now. Yeah, so we're watching a lot of old films. So for antiquity, basically, some of them got brilliant clues, guys. Some of the Alfred Hitchcocks, because I do like a bit of suspense. And some of these old like espionage films, you know, they show old like Prague or old European cities. And I tell you what, they always go to the juice in these films. God, that's a bit of an aqueduct or viaduct or whatever it is, isn't it? Sheesh. I bet that's still there in Finestere. Whoa, that's spooky. It's just like Lot's wife, just looking at you. How did she know he was up there? This psychic thing, it's like I was looking at somebody the other day and they literally knew I was looking at them and they turned their heads and looked at me and I thought, yeah, because you're psychic. You knew I was looking at you. And that happens all the time. I get it as well. If I can feel like somebody looking at me from behind me and I'll turn. But I'm going to give one of my secrets away. I got glasses on, so I got like I can see if anyone's like giving me the finger or the wanker from behind me. Yeah, I can see you. Got sharp elbows. What the hell is that? It's a water ornament made of granite, so it weighs like a squillion ton. Then there they are with our weird 5G tower. They really like it, don't they? Oh, there's a lot less there now. Oh, yeah. Minions. Bob, man. What's this? A little shrineage. They do that. I got a little shrine. That's a nice little church, isn't it? See all the sky above it, all disturbed? Holiness did that. Power of our Lord. And, oh, she looks nice. I don't know if this is before the Franco-Prussian War. I don't think they actually get that far west anyway. I think it was, I think the Franco-Prussian War was definitely a wider war. I think it's some sort of world war going on. Which it might be again. 70 years ago, they laid Europe to waste. I watched a fantastic little documentary I wanted to show you for this blog of the Allies entering Munich. And Munich was not that badly devastated. In fact, if you look at Berlin, a squillion bombs dropped on it. I know all of the roofs are gone. Most of the buildings are actually still there, aren't they? And you don't find the same, say, in Tokyo, for example, do you? Everything's gone, isn't it? So, you know, we can build that shit back up. And we had all the building contracts. We smashed it. All of Germany was rebuilt to like its former glory, even Dresden, in no time at all. So you got the war, ends 1945, right? All of Europe is completely fucking wrecked. Yeah. But don't worry, because by 1950, the whole world will be brand new again and everything looks sparkly and new again. How did they do that shit, guys? Is it a magic trick? But they did it. She's going to trip on that step by there if she's not careful. Hold on, old lady. Where's the handrail? Get onto the social. Get an handrail. Look how high up you are. This is the whole point of these elevated stairs for old ladies, guys, in mud flood. Oh, there you are. They spunked it up a bit later. Pimped that right up with Jesus stuff. I would too. I go completely nuts. I'd have all Jimi Hendrix's on it and stuff. An actual drumming model of Keith Moon, which would be brilliant. Be all frantic, I know. But join me in my fantasy. Okay. Some stuff I found on Instagram. Now, I'm having a bastard of a time. Oh my God. Why am I turning? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? Okay, I'm okay now. Get on Instagram because I basically, it's linked to Facebook and like I can only get on it on my phone. Otherwise, I'd show you like the Queen joining some Freemasonic fraternity back in the 50s that look like the Ku Klux Klan. But anyway, see these? These are coming to a town near you. What are we going to do about that then? When they're chasing you in a pack? Out that smoke. Bossing you around? Well, 500,000 volts to sort that out. You need... Listen, they start chasing you in the park, these little robot motherfuckers with cameras on attached to some spotty teenage psychopath back at the fucking police station. I'm going to drop kick that like a fucking rugby player over the goalposts. Fuck that. I'm going to be bullied by little robots. Not me. Not me, Jose. So let's have a take a look at the old world, shall we? It's a lot better back then. No dog shit. Well, it might have been dog shit. There was a lot of horse shit. But that's good for the garden. Hi, Lindsay. Robo Dog thinks, yeah, don't worry, Chupo. We're on it, Lindsay. We'll sort them right out. It's got a plan. Just wear football boots. Drop kick them. They've probably got big, nasty blades and stuff, or needles, or vaccines. They probably just inject you. That was giving me like literally bleeding on my brain then. Look at the colour on that tram. Oh, that's lush. That's trippy. Don't sit there. You'll die. Guys, do you think he died? And they cut it out. Look at that. That looks like the Reichstag. I don't think it is actually. It is. It is. I think we're in Berlin. One of my favourite places I want to go to. Maybe one day. Try and get to Vienna soon. Oh, Vienna. Check the mud flooders out. I won't do the whole song. I was considering doing the whole song of Vienna. Ultravox, mid-year. Yeah, he was creepy, wasn't he? Some sideboards. And his eyes too close together. And Live Aid. Like any of the money got to them poor people, Africans. Because never, how do I know? I was in the Merchant Navy. I literally met people in Rotterdam that sailed on these ships and they unloaded them in Sudan and didn't even get to Ethiopia. Not that he said there was not even a famine there anyway. So it's like, where's the film from then? So it's on BBC. So like, years ago, somewhere else. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I knew then that it was a scam. It is a scam, though. We got these adverts in Britain where they show you these donkeys carrying house bricks. Now, how sick is that, guys? Yeah, why don't they just, the cameraman, do something about it? Buy the donkey, take it home, fucking get the bricks off of it. And the girl Mary, who's got to walk 12 miles to the water hole every day for a mother. Have you seen that? Yeah, and the cameraman follows her along on her terrible, terrible journey, avoiding scorpions, panther attacks, and all number of things in the savannah, where she got to walk, or wherever, desert. She got to walk 12 miles to the nearest water hole. What's cruel about it, definite gaslighting, is why don't you just move to the water hole? No, really, why don't they just mention that? Is anyone missing the elephant in the room? Move nearer the water hole, save yourself 12 miles a day. All of you, just go there. It's like, fuck me. Nobody ever mentioned that before. I've just wasted all of my life walking back and forth that water hole. It's like, no shit. Yeah. And this is how sick the BBC are. Is they'll follow him around. They won't tell him. They won't fucking tell him. I will. I'll tell him. Move to the water hole. I'm going to walk there every day. Perfect logic, guys, how to heal this world. We're going to look at more healing stuff now. How to save humanity and all stand people, because they just spunked millions on crap for the Queen. But don't worry, she'll make them pay later. Right, we can see if this guy's going to die. Hold your breath, guys. Hold your breath. We're going to take a right. Well, you were pretty confident, weren't you? You weren't going to get squished. It's all right. I quite liked him. He's smiling anyway. I didn't want him squished. I don't want anyone hurt. God, that kid's a copper. Look at the size of that at the end of the street. Oh my God, this is in Brussels. This was the biggest building of the 18th century. I've got pictures of it put up many, many times. Yeah, this is Brussels. Wow, that is imposing. At the end of the street, that is what? And look at all the mud flood windows. Electric trams. Woohoo! But they haven't got the motor car. This is what gets me with the antique world, is you've got the electric tram before the motor car. It drives me nuts, that. You've got the, you've got the underground with pneumatic trains before the motor car. It really annoys me because it's all a lie. Bicycles, yeah, definitely have a bike. Bikes are good. Bikes are good. Look at him, you suicidal nutcase. Is this acting again, like Market Street in San Francisco? I'm very, very, very suspicious of these films of the past. Why? Because it's eerie and I feel disconnected to it all. Like, it's not this time, not this place, not this world. I get that it's in the past, but I mean, something else. Something else. That this is a different realm that we're looking at, like a different dimension, because we're not in the same one as we were in say, 2019 or even yesterday. Where's Shell Beach, guys? Can't remember, can you? What were you doing in 2018? May the 8th. I don't know, do you? Unless it was your birthday and you do remember, but I don't remember birthdays because I don't celebrate them, because that is also predictively programming yourself into the grave. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is lovely. Through the forest, through the Ardennes, pincer movement, skiffle plan. We'll take the British Expeditionary Force now. See, they got home after the First World War anyway. The British Expeditionary Force at first. They didn't all get murdered and wiped out over and over again. Oh, that's very quaint, isn't it? Definitely pick your dog poos up off that, wouldn't you? I hear guys in a Flat Earth British think tank. Nathan's there. I can see Red Shoes is there. Oh, Red Snow is there. Yeah, Red Snow. That's not like yellow snow. And Gainer. Pickle dude. The camera never lies. I don't know. I got a brilliant film that I would love to show you. Some guy made a movie in Russia in the 70s, but he's only looking at architecture. caught a man with a camera. Funnily enough. Look at that thing, guys. Oh, I love trains. And I love trains that go on grass as well. Hands up who likes trains. Yeah, I mean, love them. Brilliant. Don't even want to go fast. I don't even care. The train's just moseying along me. As long as it's a tidy train, you haven't got screaming kids on it. Brilliant. Look at this architecture. Look at all the satellite dishes. Where are them satellite dishes actually pointing anyway? Because I'm not being funny. There's supposed to be satellites in there. Well, we know they're all CGI like germs, but I'm just pretending. There's one over the back by me, and it's like facing a wall. And it's not looking at anything and not even pointing up. It's like they just like told everybody that these things we're picking at, you know, these basically aerials, they're pointing at a satellite up there. There it is, that biggest building in the world at the background. There's that massive 5G tower. What the fuck? What's that? Well, that's all electric lights, is it? What? This building's gutted, looks bombed out. Can you see that, guys? Wow, look at that building. It's from another world, another time. It's fantastic bit of footage. That's mind-blowing, whatever the bloody hell that is. Saint Michael, Saint Michel. St. Michael. Who's just about everywhere. Something's missing on that corner too, by the look of it, guys. And the trees, all new. How old are them trees? All new. Not that late after a reset. Look at this nice bit of antiquitech here where they're looking on top of a roof somewhere. You see it? Resonator. Twang, like a spring. Twang. Creating charge. Wow, Brussels is cool. That was really cool. That was from Tartarian Reset on Instagram. Who's Spanish, so I don't know if he watches my stuff. There is another guy, a Spanish guy, just like literally, just all he talks about is this stuff. Mendez, I think his name is, and he gets fuck tons of views and stuff, and he's just does all this. This is Gin Lane in London. Apparently, the whole narrative of gin epidemic London. And this is William Hogarth, but there's loads of things I'm wondering about with this picture. Is apart from like everyone's like alcoholic and this woman's in oblivion, drops a baby on its head, people looking like zombies or literal skeletons because they're all addicted to gin. So what about this? Is there an earthquake? Why is the building falling down? There's a guy literally hanging himself in that building with the sides missing. Is that bad there? What's this? This 3-ball thing with the arrow. Because it's not like, you know, it's a pawn shop thing, is it? Meaning 3 balls means a pawn shop, is it? I guess in a coffin means undertaker, maybe. Jug means bar, maybe. 3 balls means pawn shop. Might do. Thought was some tech. But anyway, that was London in the time of William Hogarth, the engraver, which there's a whole lot of shit going down. This is a good Renaissance picture. Well, so what, they got little dogs on the table, or have they got miniature dogs? And what they're eating, let's have a look. Little poulet, petit poulet, petit poulet. They're eating petit poulet. So I feel he's got a bit of the Russians going on. Apostle, don't know, but he's too hot. The guy, they're warming their hands on him because he's like hot. He's little, or they're big. So is it about wine? Yeah, get some of that wine or oil. So this here, what's this? Little pointy William bottles, is it? Sticking out of his... Well, I mean, I'm afraid it really does appear to be that way, doesn't it, guys? I shouldn't say something else. We're just wrongly seeing it. So everyone's just getting bollocks. The army's turning up, killing people as you do. And we're having a nice feast of petit poulet. And this guy who does the wine got his willy out. Very unusual, really. So let's have a look at the top anyway. Let's have a look what's happening in the dome. So there's a guy in a chariot and he's got a sun. Pegasus, and above the dome is the stars. They got that right. In the dome. So the Renaissance world is weird. I'm thinking they knocked a load of us out and made us Rip Van Winkle for maybe 100 years. Would we have wasted away? I don't know. So look at that city. So I'm going to get zapped and melted. Sodom and Gomorrah. So somebody's rose from the dead. That's good. These guys, maybe guards, they're conked out. And I don't think they're drunk. I think they've got sleeping potions. I think maybe they do that. So, nice pre-Raphaelite of a time where you go naked foot in grass to get grounded. And she plays a beautiful little tune on a pipe organ thing. And he sticks his ear right next to it, like when you stick your ear next to the speaker. We probably don't do that. So, manifestation out of water. And they're telling us the whole narrative of how it all arrived, how the Phoenicians arrived, because she just seems to just come out of a puddle. Literally, the whole woman and birds come out of a bubble, of a puddle. She's like, whoa, you come out of the puddle? Yes. Out of the reflection. The Phoenicians in the mirror world realm. So yeah, these are some chicks from the Renaissance period, and they're all thin, nice, and tall, thin and tall. They look, and they got musical stuff going on. Can't think of anything to complain about or anything, except them strange little rocks look like jewels on the floor. Apart from that, I bet that sounds very nice. Probably nothing sinister going on at all. There you are. That's what they were doing in the old days. Now they're looking at their mobile phone, talking shit about shit. And now, in the old days, it's like, I'm going off to pick a daisy. Although I think that's illegal now to pick wildflowers. But I'm just saying how times change. Times change indeed. Tickle your fanny with the feather. Sorry, isn't it nice weather? Oh, yes, it is. I thought you said something else. No. So it's a painting, not a photograph, obviously. Is that a shoehorn? Somebody identify what she's got in her hand. Don't look anywhere else. This is for artistic purposes. He's petrified. He's worried in case she's got hay fever. She can hear him coming. Not literally. Oh, true love. Torture, misery, and no sense of humor. So, this looks like a whole load of mud. This is a beautiful little engraving of the classical world. But look at this, guys. Can you see it? It's a tsunami of muddage. And all of this antiquity is buried in said mud. And it's this high. Looks like it's still coming in. Mud. I'd get moving if I were. It might have solidified right by there, though. Might have just like ended there. But mud. Glorious mud. And look at the city in the background. Looks like it's on fire. It's on fire. It usually is. This is a mental one. This is in Barcelona, the Barcelona column. These are also crazy about Phoenicians. Ship there, look. Okay. So it's a big column fasces. 4 angels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Around the fasces. Anchor. And you've got Barcelona column. Oh, it's bloody high, this one. And Statue of Liberty. Oh, come on, clear up. Statue of Liberty, Phoenician. And you know these curly sort of things we see as headpieces on Phoenicians. for so long. And then on top of that, you got these wheels, definitely technological looking on top of their giant corona. What looks like a star of Russia, but it's not because. And he's saying, look, over there, America, I can see it. So that's some famous Barcelonian person you've never heard of. Now, see these? How long have we been talking about them, guys? So some of them sort of defy explanation. It's like, well, why did you go to all of that effort to have a big, massive iron, column with big, massive chains all the way around, like when there's like just pavement and nothing going on? What's it for? It's not to block anything or anyone. It's just, why are they there? And you get them a lot in the antique world. They just carry on. And also these very elaborate wrought iron bridge crossings. And in this case, these rails, which I think are definitely some sort of tech. Do you see what I mean? They go the length of these entire streets of these chains. You get them in London. You get them in loads of cities. Now, when I was in Czech Republic recently, a couple of weeks ago, I was in Budovitz, which is Budweiser, and they have a fountain there, and we found this. Now, I think it may be a clue. So it was crazy antiquity out place, as you can see. Oh, wires. And, oh, see that coming out of there? Out of the side. So, they had a fountain, a giant fountain, and on it had chains, and they were all numbered 8. And this is crazy iron too, really thick iron. Don't know how old this thing is, but and 7, and then 4, and it was all the way around. But what happened is they jumped in numbers, these things. So it went from 4 to say 8, and then 8 to say 9 and 16. So there was no order to the numbers. So I thought, well, did somebody take them apart somewhere in the past and just put them back up without following the sequence of numbers? No. I think they were deliberately numbered, and I think that there was a sequence to them, and I think it's a technology. And it's right next to this also powerful fountain, Phoenician fountain, and the numbers are not consequential. They shift. Look at this ironwork. It's just protected from horse and carriage back in the day in the town square. Seems over elaborate. Oh, a little bit of film there. So yeah, that was Kuski Krumlov. Oh no, not Krumlov. Budovitz, a couple of weeks ago, which is fantastic. I'm going to go there again because there's another circle stone that I need to visit. That is going to be a mind blow. I don't want to teach too much about it because it's one of the best megalithic sites in Europe, but I definitely want to get there and share that with you somehow in the future. So yeah, rather pretty, wasn't it? So anyway, back to the pictures. So yeah, some sort of technology, I think that was showing. And the Phoenicians, they sort of come out of the war. So they got all the same characters, the old hag, and they ride in with their weird weaponry. Fasces there underneath his foot, as you can see. And all the city burns. Sodom and Gomorrah. Again, here's another engraving, early engraving. Some Roman sort of looking people. And he's got his fasces over his shoulder. And this nigger's got his shoulder over his shoulder. They're heavy. Okay. And he's just come back from what? Zapping the city using these weapons. Fasces. Everyone else is dying. I'm thinking it's like not good. What are they dying of? Boredom. Jubilees. So this is the famous Oval Office, but it hasn't got president in it. It's got an anchor on the chair though. And what's interesting is it has a fasces over the door and the shell over there. And the ships in there and the ship there. It's completely Phoenician. The Oval Office is completely Phoenician. It even has the fasces over the door. Thought that was interesting. Cross swords as well. It's fully coded, fully Phoenician, fully maritime. For Washington, D.C., makes you think. So, attacking a star fort, the bastions, and they broke in, been made by miners. So, the miners broke in a bastion here, or a star fort, by busting its corner, and they're moving in. The Dutch. Yeah. There's been a lot of carnage when the East India Company turn up. So, this weird periods of the Phoenicians turning up. This is this Bacchus site, this is like the devil, basically, isn't it? Bacchus. And just getting drunk. And this is basically what just happened the weekend in Britain. Here is the representatives of an Antichrist cult. Oh, they got a cute little lion. So they dress weird, don't they, people? He's got like that. He's boss. He's got a god hat on. I wonder what the dove in the bubble is. And she's like showing him stuff because he's stupid and she thinks for him. She's the brains of the outfit. And he's asking a crow questions, an eagle questions. Okay. Eagles talk. And he's got a lion for questions. Maybe allegories to two empires. So they come out of the water. So this is an old engraving for what a siren looks like. And it ain't a hot lady. It's a baldy, webbed guy. We have got webs on our fingers, our toes. And scales, fishy scales, they're actually skeletons. They're exoskeletons. And here he is out of the water. He's got a forward bum, which is weird. Siren Marianus. He's got webbed feet. So that's a female siren. And they come out of the water. So they've been documented, these people, of like manifesting out of the water. And they got a big thing about the grapes. And not wearing any clothes at all. See? It's just all grapes. And kids offering you booze as well. You have some more. And music. Tambourine music. And the homunculus. Is she saying, I've got a new doll for Christmas? Because she looks a bit old to be having dolls. And I'm not sure if they had dolls in the classical world. Probably. She got a mini-me. She got her homunculus to do thinking for her. Do her homework. Which is the mark of a true genius. So, the world of giants. The world for giants. Imagine what came through here and smashed that ceiling. Imagine the size of the occupants that went in here. Because after the reset, Sodom and Gomorrah, fall of the classical world, and God had had enough of all of the corruption and the sin, and decides to cause a terrible catastrophe and kill just about everybody, except for the people he deems worthy of living. They're going to eat that dog. So these are survivors, reset survivors. Obviously, they didn't build this caper. Obviously, there's water there, so rest lies around, but the size of it compared to the people. Dickadoodless. All right, almost 500 of you watching. Hi, Kappa. Hi, Squizzle. Hi, Missouri Man. Hi, Crank. I'll come and give you all a shout in a minute. Now, I got high-pitched sound in my ear. I think this is Michael again. He's got a Vajra weapon. So what's he doing? He's got a Phoenician armor on with the faces. He's doing a bit of weighing. He's weighing a couple of little people with the weight for their sins. Oh, Phoenician kneecaps. Right, he's got scales. Why has the Archangel Michael got scales? He come out of the water. That can't be the Archangel Michael. His feet are absolutely filthy. He's got all that armor on, but he doesn't wear shoes. Does that make sense? all that armor to protect you and your legs, and you don't wear freaking shoes. You could step on something. So he's on some guy who's got like, is that a tail? It's green anyway. He's got him, beating him up with his bare feet. Hail Adam, Father, Dad. So here is the chronology of human beings. I'm a bit confused about the whole thing, if I'm honest with you. So Adam and Eve, so that is Alpha and Omega. So that would be atom, or that would be male and female magnetism. Okay, she would be the propagating magnetic forces, and he would be the magnetism. And Seth was born of them, was he? And Enos as well. And why they got loads of skulls around them then? Cain, I heard about him. Didn't he have Abel? So that would be Abel. Okay. So we've got Cain and Abel. He had 2 other kids, did he? Oh, all right then. And then Jared came along later. He's laying on skulls as well. Enoch, he's laying on skulls or standing on them. But Enoch is literally lit up because he's all fantastic. Methuselah a little bit later. Lamech gets up to like Noah days then. Noah's there. He's a Phoenician. A lot of leaf of control, and the twigs they always hold. And he had a few sproggages, Shem, Sem, and Japhet. So there you are. There's your family tree. Exciting, isn't it? For the year 2242. Or thereabouts. Last time round, in another dimension. So it doesn't even matter. Anyway. So what happens is this. So that Thunderbolt that we were talking about earlier is in Zeus's hand here. Zeus. Okay, many people. Zeus is, we know this. And he's got Fashes, Thunderbolt technology, sound vibration, zappity zap, everything gets flooded, everybody drowns, everybody dies. But not everybody, because messengers get tipped off. Look at these rain shoots. Says something in that cloud. But anyway, so yeah, you had a nice thing going on in there. So here they are, the Catholics, or this one's from I-612 of the Vatican. And it shows you their serpents intertwining, the pyramid of papacy. And they are the papal number, V Viso Dio is 666, Ben Antichristum. So yeah, that would be Fasces as well. There, see the lightning bolts? Because it's their tech. This is a nice one. This is in Glasgow, or was. It's not there anymore. Massive mud flood, the Bank of Scotland there. Yeah, Glasgow's got some crazy good architecture. Check all that top heaviness going on. Glasgow in Scotland. Come here, you fucker. He's grabbing him by his hair and pulling him. So let's have a look. The Asians were crazy on architecture. Look at that domed top. Same as that big Giants building we just seen. This one's really worn, but there's amazing bas relief on it of what looks like angels and stuff going down. Is what you'd expect. See the shell? What would that have been? I don't know. The shattered classical world is the Phoenicians. This is Jupiter, god of the sea. Poseidon, he's got a trident too, hasn't he? Jupiter. Or Poseidon. The other one. So that is by William something or other 2007. It's a statue that apparently exists. What are they telling us with this then? This artwork. I'm sure some of these artists watched Flatearthbritish, you know. Definitely, the more I'm thinking about it. To the stone. It's pretty good, isn't it, guys? Do you like that? Indeedy. I talked to the stones. What about that? Caught in a moment. We caught you out, Phoenicians. You're in the water. We can see you. Yes. It looks like a pretty barrelina because whoever was looking at that water intended to see a pretty barrelina. Mudflood coffins. So where's all the dead? The trillions that went before us, guys, eh? So is this where all the Bible went down? Well, some religious channel in America sort of thinking along them lines. We've been talking about this. I've produced a few books now saying this. Egypt, where Texas was, the Caribbean being the Egyptian Sea, the Great Sea, the Red Sea, Palestine being California, the Lebanon, and Israel being up Oregon Way, Assyria up near the Canadian border, near the lakes, Babylon, which is where it is actually, the eastboard, Philly, New York, Washington, Mesopotamia, a bit further down Midwest, the Old Testament map of ancient America. The old world. Not the new. No. I don't know if that's real and she got fangs, but regardless of that, I think she walked into the ironing board. And let's not be unpleasant. There were loads of really nice freaks in the Victorian period. So this place has gone to the sea. The sea has taken it. And you're going to find so many ancient structures on the coastlines, guys. Britain is littered with them, especially South Wales coast. I couldn't even believe it. It was like a giant fort or massive monument, a place called Porthcawl I visited a year or two ago. Like, I mean, it's everywhere. Both sides of Europe as well, the coast. It's all this old world. So that's interesting, isn't it? The spirals in there as well. I think it's wormhole technology. I think they use water, you know. Fractals. Let's have a fractal moment, shall we? A fractal moment. God, I've been going 2 hours. I've been talking for 2 hours. Good. And here's more Smash Classical World. Absolutely fantastic decoration in this. Again, it looks like the grapes maybe. Minerva, possibly. But smashed and broken from the forces of that event that smashed Sodom and Gomorrah. So, would you live in this house? It looks happy enough. They got a swimming pool. If you can ignore the rubbish. Side walls. And that there's a giant lake above you. All should be fine. I can't see anything going wrong. Can you? No. I want great use of scrap anyway. Why waste it? So, not sure where this is, but somebody spotted it going over a railway bridge. It looks somewhere in Europe for sure. And under this building there is what looks like whatever that was. Double opening under the road. From the old world. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and its name that sat on it was Death, and hell followed with him. Revelations 6:8. Don't worry. What they'll do, one of these narratives that they're running, these bullshit movies for the people, is they'll have a hero on a white horse, the Michael. Oh, they had one in Australia already. Yeah, but they'll have another one, more significant. This is an interesting building. It is in Paris, but look at that. It looks like it might have been turning at some stage, maybe like some observatory. Wouldn't you think so? Like it turns? Circular building. Looks so weird on top of this building, like it's been built on top, but it's just for wine now. Yeah, it's a very unusual looking building. That's why. And not as unusual as that. That is a German boat plane which landed in somebody's roof in France. But nobody got killed. Well, maybe the pilot. I doubt it, though. I don't know. Who knows? So, moving on. So, in Wales, right? So, is this a good or bad idea? I hate to bring up diet because it's, you know, if you bring up vegan or meat, it usually starts more of a debate in my chat feed than if I bring up religion. But we'll just go with it, right? Is it good? And I know. Oh, hi, Mel. Yeah. Oh, I sent you a link. Nice, lovely to see you. little, and I just want to make this abundantly clear. They're testing this on cute little Welsh kids. Okay, just put that clear. Will children in Wales be offered edible insects as part of a sustainable meal project? Well, they tested it in some primary schools up the valleys, okay, where they have bug burger. So they've started it, and it's a study, and they're gonna. So I know Max Egan goes on about it. Thinks like it's gonna save everyone. Would you eat a Wichita grub cheese and salad sandwich? I gotta be honest, it doesn't look all that appetizing, but I bet they're like all of the pus squirts out when you bite into them. listen, you eat lobster and you eat shrimps and prawns. They're sea parasites, guys. Sea bugs. You're eating sea bugs, so why wouldn't you eat ground bugs? So if everyone gets, this is like the vegan agenda, isn't it? Or let them eat grass, we'll keep all the good stuff for ourselves. Maybe. I'm not saying that's the thing. Is this the case as well, where they get everyone eating ants? And they'll, but all this stuff shit anyway. This is going to be really fucking nutritious. I might get down with this. I'm not so sure. Who's the best cook? Well, Nora says yuck. Ice cream filled. Squirt. You're a good cook. Bug bolognese. That looks, I'm hungry looking at that. And if it was all mushed in, you wouldn't even know anyway. And I'm not being funny. All the food they give us now is just toxic crap. I'm worried what to eat. I read everything fucking 5 times now before I. So I actually had water the other day, and I was just like, "There's aspartame in there." I said, "Don't be stupid. It's just water." He said, "Read it." He said, "Read it already." I was going to tell you. I read it. It was fucking aspartame. I'd accidentally, inadvertently, drunk some aspartame 2 weeks ago. Explains a lot, actually. So do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? I'm sort of on a fence. I'm thinking it could be an agenda attached, but I'm thinking, yeah, that could save a lot of hungry people. But why stick it in a burger? Straight away, bloody burgerize it. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. I also think it's a bad thing. There you are. That's neutral, just like me. Right, let's talk about the Queen a minute, shall we? Now, let's talk about Kate Middleton, shall we? Some of you truthers out there been saying, right, the Kate Middleton. Let's have a close up. I know she's tall. Oh, she is tall. Fuck me. She's taller than Charlie, and he's a 6'2". All right. Well, I was going to say, right, that she is not a switcheroony. She's not. I love her. I want to kiss her on her buoyant. Okay. It would be normal for me to love a princess. I should have a princess. Look how green she is. That's like acid gone bad. It's like, fuck me, this acid's a bit colourful, isn't it? Oh, this is years ago when he was pretending he was still alive. Whoa. The Antichrist is 6'10", isn't he? You'd think if you were the Antichrist, you'd have a thick mop of hair that you could flick and look all like Zaphod Beetlebrox, wouldn't you? I would. If I was Antichrist, I'd thick mop of hair. There's Camilla. Now, Camilla and Charles, they went to my sister's village. My sister met Camilla and I had a chat with her. She said she was awfully nice. Like Fergie was nice as well. Fergie was lovely. She liked toes. It's Texan toes, Fergie had a thing for. I got Texan toe fetish. It's bad on Trump. So yeah, what did they do? Well, they got down and funky. They had some guy. There's a new guy with Queen. I don't know what's happening. Some fat puff. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, somebody's gonna make a video about that, aren't they? Listen, I'm punk. I'm not PC. I don't give a fuck. Anyway. So there she is. She's lovely. Kate Middleton. I know you're all going to comment now and say, what's Mary, man? That's Kate Middleton. But anyway, so they had a big party went down in England land. They don't really give a shit about things like that, yeah. But they did. They had all street parties over the back. They had a running riot out my street. Loads and loads of police and meat wagons. It was hell the entire time. The Queen, Although I think it's a good idea. I think you should bring Paddington Bear back, but not as a drug addict. Well, I don't know. I never actually watched it. That might not have been the case at all. Anyway, there she is with, oh my God, isn't he one of the biggest paedophiles in history? Princess Michael of Fucknose. Will I get, is that treasonous? Look, YouTube ate me anyway. It doesn't even matter what I say anymore, does it really? I couldn't be more fucking shit. There they are now. So they're going to have Queen. Got a devil put aside for me. And there's the cruelty of killing loads of little animals and putting them on people's heads. They will all pass out later. Their souls are damned anyway. They've got guns. So that went on. And then they had a concert with, oh, is that Joanna Lumley? Joanna Cumley? It is. She's going to talk for the Gurkhas. Do you know what? I used to like Joanna Lumley, but she's so far with them that I don't like it. These are the British people who don't know shit about shit because their parents haven't told them. Okay. There is the Mal, full of people who are basically forced to go. No, these are loyal subjects who did what their government told them. They got vaccinated, and now we can all go back to our wonderful lives, can't we? You'll pay me back later. Or die. So there you are. They had the red arrows. Oh, fuck. I love. Schnooks. Now, this is just me, though. Not you. Don't have to go with this. Wouldn't it have been more fun if they'd have used live ordnance on the Mall? Yes, it'd have been messy, but guys, television viewing would have been in the millions. Anyway, there they are. Give you an idea of how fucked we are against Russia, eh? Oh, we got a couple of boats. We haven't got a navy. Don't hit that building. Do you know what? They must have had balls like big kahunas, the Dam Busters. I'm not sure if I'm going to get copyrighted for this. Right. The Dam Busters, right? So they're basically, in daylight, they go over the Ruar. They go really low where they're getting flak coming out of nowhere. Yeah. And they drop a barrel bomb, which bounces, takes out a dam, floods the Ruar. Yeah. That took some kahunas because you got to do that in daylight with all of that, basically steel going to come and rip your bollocks off. Look at our military stuff. We can drop bombs on people with them and kill them in foreign countries. We own the world. You own the world. We own the world. Yes, we do. We own the world. We own the world. Oh, God. Look, you're subjects. Oh, look, I'm 70. No, I've ruled you all for 70 years of reign. Oh, it sounds a bit like Wales. 70 years of reign. There they are, the red dragons, the red devils, when they're not dropping bombs on poor innocent people who probably need bombing anyway. Let's be honest, they all ask for it, don't they? I actually retract that previous statement. These lot, I'm not so sure if these not like mining carpet bombing. Why are you blowing? Hang on, stop. Right there. Stop in the name of love. Okay. Let me bring something to your attention that you may or may not have forgot. I don't know. Right. While all of the public of Britain was waving little flags, yeah, here she is getting painted by known, convicted paedophile Rolf Harris. Here's Margaret Thatcher when she was a girl with Jimmy Fiddlerbow. And here's Jimmy Fiddlerbow with Charles because they were best friends. In fact, he was his marriage guidance counsellor when he had problems because Diana was complaining because he was off shagging Camilla all the time. And it's like married. It's not really on, is it? So I'll give you some advice. Yeah. I think give you some advice what to do with the old girl. Not he would know because all of it is fucking never women. And oh my God, if that is Alan Partridge with Savile, it's not, is it? That's fucking so devastating to me. So yeah, the Queen, she's also a Saviler, and they all hang around together in a big, juicy gang. Later on, you'll have Jack the Ripper and Boxer Frank Bruno and the Queen and Savile, and they're all hanging around in the same weird little gang together, like you would go and visit, like the Jack the Ripper, Peter Sutcliffe, wouldn't you? That's a normal thing to fucking do. Yet, we'll forget about all that. for the moment, because that seems to be okay with the great British fucking bollocks people. And then all of this, big wank. Never load of pedophiles. Why are they circling them out? Because they got Harry, yeah, he's fucked off over to America lands, haven't he? Got away from their weird asses, him and his boyfriend. And all of them are over here. It's like he's in the back, he's in the naughty corner. He's not even in the front row, Harry, because he's not important anymore. He's not even in the money anymore. They've written him out. Now he's got to write books and make documentaries and go on Letterman. And probably be on a couple of videos in a few years with Radiohead. So there she is. Do you think they're prescribing a psilocybin? I really, really do. I'm not being funny, but I'm seeing the lizard eye going on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close up. I'm seeing the lizard eye going on. Am I dreaming? She's like literally transmogrifying in front of our very eyes. I'm going to go to the tower, aren't I? I actually love her though, and like I've stated, I love Kate. I love Kate Middleton. Anyway, Paddington, he goes to visit her. Then he has a load of pop stars who are not pop stars; they're sellout bitches. Harry or William, he says a bit. And then they had tea parties where everyone does really weird, spooky stuff, like tries to look like the royal family. Guys, let's pray for these people, shall we? Let's pray for all of it. I'm going to pray now. I'm going to go and pray. So what does the Queen do with the taxpayers' money? Well, she gets a load of Phoenicians put on a fucking golden carriage. Why the fuck do you think you're working? In Britain, you work 4 months for nothing. Yeah, that's in 1977, that day that I got punched by Julius Caesar. Yeah. So everything's reverting back to the 40s. Oh, there's another one of their little bitches. Yeah, he started out, that gentleman guy? What's his name? Chris Eubanks. Yeah, he's so far up the man's ass, he's going to actually sing himself white in the end, this guy. And he thinks he's a gentleman or something. Anyway, Chris, you sell out. Yeah, you dance like you're okay, but you're not though, are you? Oh, now I'm not saying Cliff Richard is a paedophile. He may be just a good old-fashioned homosexual. We'll just say that's okay, shall we? Just for the benefit of this post, okay? Is that Ainsley Harriott? I hope not. Anyway, he's like, so help me God, I never touched that girl. Anyway, have you ever seen Devil Woman? Beware the devil woman with evil on her mind. He's like literally saying, keep the fuck away from women, only go with men. It's like, what? It's the song. But I tell you what, it's a good song. It's got electric guitar in it. It's like, like the Osmonds did Crazy Horses. Like literally, the Osmonds went heavy metal. If you don't know about it, it's true. Go and have a look. Crazy Horses. Wow. Don't worry about that bit. But anyway, Cliff Richard. He's singing, Daleks. Oh, we get them all the time where I live. I got a photograph of me with a Dalek. Ooh, let's go back. No, they're horrible. They're all horrible. Don't like I care. There's 2 coppers. But what were you doing 2 years ago? I was punching old ladies on park benches who were not wearing masks. Yay, free the Eritreans. The Eritreans, free the everybodyans. Oh my fucking God. Is it just me, or is it all like proper paedophilic guys? Like Teletubbies, fucking Pippa Pig thing, Fireman Sam, yeah, and Postman Pat and his bastard little cat. Maybe I'm just got bad minds. I don't know. Oh yeah, she was so pretty. Did you see her? No, she was a quarter of a mile away. It's freezing and I want to go home. But they paid me to come and see her, like they paid the Beatles to welcome them in America. Right, what they got you? Oh, that poor guy. Oh, they're purple in it. Oh my God. Do you know if the Queen's corgis, they're not real, are they? This is as fucking spooky as the Olympic opening ceremony. I'm actually, after all that stuff about Lot and his daughters, now this going down, I'm feeling proper weird right now. Let's have a look at this. No, they're not real corgis. Okay, they weren't real corgis. We'll just go with that. So there's the beautiful London skyline. A Mohab landed on it, but no one actually noticed. Don't worry about it. There's Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. In 2 years' time, they'll all be Das Britannia and speaking in Russian. Hey, we dig you. I dig you, and I tell you that color green, you're really beautiful in that. Isn't this some sort of coding that because it looks like devil's eyes? But no, I might get that wrong. Pearls, that's definitely something, isn't it? So let's have a look. Bannon Trump. Is this Biden? Oh no, that's Charles. They should have brought Biden over. He'd be well sniffing her there, wouldn't he? If Biden was there, he'd be between them two. He'd be sniffing. One of the sprogs fell over, apparently. She picked it up and all of that. Very endearing motherlandship. All right, the jaw's a bit wide. I'm not going to trans-investigate Kate Middleton. I'm happy to say that, just for the benefit of this vlog, that she's female. But it is difficult to determine. I'm coming back. To welcome you all to Flat Earth British. You're probably weirded out by all of that anyway. I am, aren't you? Let's change my picture. That one looks a bit apocalyptic and it's gone shit anyway. And then I'll say hi to you all. It's been a long, long vlog. I've been talking for hours and hours. My Brian. Poor royal kids. I got a book on basically how they bring up the royals. Yeah. And it's all sorts of really weird stuff. Yeah. Like having like the bottom wipers. What are they called? Fingers of the stool. Hello, Lexa Allen. Are you there? Oh. Right then, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to change my background thingy because it's like proper apocalyptic and I want to make it a bit prettier for you, Brian, after all our weirdness. I am proper traumatized. I don't know what to think of things. So there I am on my holidays in Aruba. Okay. Or anywhere. Oh, that's much better. Whew. That was a lot of weirdness. Do you feel all right after all that, guys? I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on in the world. But it was an interesting historical study, wasn't it? You missed all that, Mel. That lot of stuff going on. Whew, life's a lottery. Right. Somebody buy me a lighter. Right. Nice jokes today. I'm glad did you approve of my I know I even got a little bit of Lady Guardian in there quickly, didn't I? That's a treat for you because we love you, Jughead. Gigi, I see you about everywhere. Diane is still alive. Yeah, it's Di Furnish. She married Elton John. We all know. They made her really ugly and plasticky looking. Hey, memory man. Never say sorry. Loving you is never having to say you're sorry. That's what they say, isn't it? So Alva Billy, island.com, don't know what that means. Cranky Beast, I haven't seen you. Desperate, those people are desperate. Donald Trump is my daddy. That might be Baron Trump. He's genius, isn't he? He's like Spider-Man. He's like like Spectre. He will be the next Spectre, 100%. Did you know Arnold Schwarzenegger's father was in the SS and he was a criminal in the SS and his nickname was the Terminator? Did you know that? Get in the helicopter. Follow me if you want to live. Gypsy, Lil, Bandana, my sweet angel. And that interview with Diana and her, with a therapist was chilling too. Yeah, that one interview she did with the guy who interviewed Salman Rushdie. What was his name? Anyway, him. She said there was powers more powerful than the royal family in charge. She mentioned them, because they're just faces, aren't they? They're just business. That's all they are. And I can't believe they managed. Their marketing people are fucking fantastic. How they get all that going? Because I would have thought after all that bullshit that went down and her not giving a flying fuck or doing any speeches to explain to everyone what's going on. Oh, you may all die. Yeah. Or she just disappears, comes back and goes, oh, Philip. Oh, he was such a lovely man. Oh, he fucking wasn't. And everyone knows it. He was a bastard. He said he wanted to sort of die. He said he wanted to die. When he dies, he said he was going to be a germ and kill all of us. Oxygen. Am I wrong? Well, that's what he said. Sophie, good to see you, lovely. Skull Asylum, my brother, good to see you again. Yeah, new Spider-Man. The Dome, Jughead. The D, good to see you. Hats off to the man of Boris who had a bloody squash. I don't know about that. I never actually, that's the first I've seen of it. Yeah, I've seen a little clip of the music that they had outside Buckingham Palace, where she don't live, and they got a sale. They're going to turn it into, I don't know, a bloody spa or whatever they do with these places. Deco, good to see my brother. Because it's not like Palace anymore. Queenikins lives Winslow Castle. Queenikins. She's had a hard reign ship. She's been reigning as longer than Queen Victoria. She's reigned longer than Vlad the Impaler. Soon the Mongol hordes will descend upon us. Soon the MiGs will fly down our valleys. But we will not despair, because we got Queenikins to look after us. Do you feel confident now? Everything's going to be okay. You didn't see me pick up that 2p, did you? No, I'm not skinned. I am really. Kiss. So, as you can see, Queen is very well and endearing, and we do love you, Queen Elizabeth. Congratulations on your achievement. I'm trying not to get myself killed, guys. Anyway, too late for that. Somebody just said out loud. I heard that. Opera Chant City. Hiya, I can't say that properly because it's a word that I can't say. Hi, Vibes, love. Can you get a name like Vibes? Stukulag? Boris. Yeah, the arch criminal in a film is called Boris, isn't it? I'm better than me. In Men in Black. Alexa Allen Vibes is talking to. We'll get there now. Connie Lingus. We love your name, Connie Lingus. It always brings a smile to my face. Juicy Bob. Queenie is head monstrous from the island of Dr. Morale. Adam, I am brother. Oh, chemtrailing. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen this. It was nice today, but like they all been fighting and stuff out the street. It's been fucking awful. Yeah. Everyone's gone completely mental. Not fair. And I am manifesting my reality, right, guys? But I definitely would not want to manifest them terrible things in my reality. So what they're doing there, I don't even know. Maybe to teach me a lesson, show me something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a message in it somewhere. Missouri man, good to see you. Josh, as unpalatable as it all is, which it is. Scummy fuckers. Jolly man, scruffy fuckers. I amuse myself. Don't worry. John C. Oddity. As long as you're feeling happy and you've enjoyed the vlog and all the stuff I talked about, which has been really weird tonight. I've talked about a lot. And it's weird stuff that went down, which is it's a queer old story, isn't it? We should use some of these old English words. They're really fun. Green screen queen. Yeah, I'm in Aruba today. Just sailed my boat there. I never, my son's boat. Have you got a boat? Belle's got a boat. We've got a boat. We've got to get a boat. Might need one. They'll all be lined up on my boat. Emerald green. My son's boat. Love that colour, emerald green. Green Goblin. Yeah, I seen that. We've been watching Spider-Man's. So I don't watch all AC stuff, but I've got to keep up on it all, guys, for Cluage. You know how it goes down. Get it? So, and the old war film. But I've been going through the Hitchcocks, like I said, and some of the oldies. I love the oldies. Charade was good. Yeah. Or anything with Gregory Peck in. Don't get a bad film with Gregory Peck. So, yeah, Mel, good to see you. I did send you a link. Did you see? Curious Squirrel Laurie. She even wears top hats. Oh, I'm glad we've all embraced her at the end and decided to like pick on me. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. It doesn't matter anyway. I've got to be truthful, guys. And that's the truth of it. Is they're all fucking got Stockholm syndrome. They so easily forget. They back up the terriblest people on earth. For what? For what exactly? For what ideal? Where's this rule that we got to give everything to one family? Or what? Where did I sign up for that? So, corgis. Yeah, they're Welsh corgis. They are lovely looking dogs. They're lovely. They poo everywhere, all over Buckingham Palace, and nobody's allowed to clean it up. Roman Empire, says Ionis. Good to see you. Fucking corgis. Oh, Mel. Right. What's Nora on about then? I'm glad I wasn't in London for this. Yeah, you wouldn't have liked it. You never got an hotel, and it would just been mind control victims walking towards you, all waving flags and drunk and stuff. Do you want that? Drinking vodka out of the bottle, peeing in the street? No, I know. I'm glad I put things clear for you. Do not suffer in this place. No, none of you. Don't go near them. Keep up that social distancing. Don't give up. Right. So much love and abundance. Oh, yeah, abundance. Wish me abundance. Thank you, Alexa. Upon you this day of 666. Oh, fuck a duck. So it is. And, not literally, hugs from Turkey. Bug burgers, maybe. Bug burgers, barbecue stick. Okay, I'd eat bugs. I'd eat anything, me. Except for rhubarb and celery. Everything else is on the table. It's pigs. Pigs and rhubarb. Martin is on fire tonight. Not literally. Rick is still a virgin. Cliff is still a virgin. Nah, he's not, mate. He's not. He's he went out with Sue Baker, the tennis star. I don't know if anything happened, and I'm not going to ask Sue Baker. Did you? I'm not even going to go into it. Don't even worry about it. It doesn't matter anymore. Had Cliff been to Elm Guest House? I don't know what that is. It's probably where they all go. Is it? It's like Epstein Island house in London, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's been there. They've all been there. They're all living together. They're all the same person. Cliff and Kitty. This is a bad place. We're sorting it out, guys. Yeah? Fucking had enough of shitting about with these people and all the fucking bad shit that goes down in this place. They don't give a flying fuck for any one of us. Everyone fucking keeps getting killed. Everyone keeps getting let down. Everyone got their dreams fucking just shot to pieces from the off. And we're supposed to just put up with it and say, yeah, all right, we'll put up with that. No problem. Come back the next lifetime and do it again, shall we? Fuck off, is what I think, guys. And I'm not being horrible either, am I? I'm thinking about the people, or what's left, or the good people in this place. Because it really does drive me nuts what they're doing to us all. We're being gaslit and terrorized. Our only enemies are the fucking goddamn government. How's that? How is that even possible, guys? They're supposed to be looking after us, and they got all of our interests at heart. Yeah, Chris Eubank. Yeah, he's right. One of them. Right disappointing he is. Johnny Murray. I think I just had a little fucking Brian storm then, didn't I, guys? But it's fucking worth it. Drove me nuts that weekend, and all of that wasteful money as well. All these people struggling in this country. Wow. Fucking. I'm not going to be cursing her anymore. So it is a freak show anyway, and it is a reality show. Okay. And people got to stop believing what they read in the newspapers. Stop looking at the newspapers. Don't watch the news. It's all controlled narratives. They don't tell you the truth about nothing, and they never will. They don't want the people to know the truth about anything. You've got to find it out for yourself, guys. That's how this shit works. This is why we come on so far as a think tank. Philosophically, historically, and informational-wise. And we've sent ourselves up vibrationally as a result. All of us in this movement or whatever is going on here. All the channels, all of the people on all these channels, all experiencing exactly the same vibration. Huh? Truth is amazing. And black magic, and they are all witches. Yeah, all of them witches. I've watched Rosemary's Baby. I know how this shit goes down. Okay. So, shocking about them angel rapes. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Sack them all. We can't. Can we sack them? Can we sack them all? Literally. Lady Lux, good to see you. Thanks for popping by, all of you, and bringing your vibration. Right, give me a second because I'm going to be having a drink. I'm going to be going soon, and I'm going to be back. Well, I got important information to get up to you, but it needs to be completed in order to be able to do it properly. And that was taking more time than I anticipated, but I'll be back on the weekend anyway. Unless something else miraculous happens. In the meantime, doppelganger. I'm not the same Martin as I was the other Martin. Like, that's not the same Martin. And my friends ain't the same friends. Everyone's different. Everything's different. The whole plane is different. This realm is a copy realm. It's not the same one. Okay? It's as malleable as fucking Play-Doh, this place, guys. That's why you've got to be super duper careful when you get to this level of awakening with your thoughts. You really, really, really need to be careful because you manifest that easily. Don't wish. Wish is them. Don't wish. Just be grateful for everything that we've got in this moment in time. Okay, which is one another at this moment in time. Sat at our computers, and the world, well, just ticks over. Look at the beach. I know. Don't worry about a thing, like Bob Marley said, okay? Don't worry. Or whoever said, don't worry, be happy. I'll cite him as well. What's happening? Imagine having a necrophiliac for a marriage guidance counsellor. Yeah, that is fucking weird, isn't it? That's my point exactly. What was the Queen appointing him for? You know, he's never been married. He's got no children. So he's going to be an expert at like marriage guidance counselling. God, they must have some weird fucking gang, them lot. Must be weird shit going down. I wouldn't be relieved he was worse off. Faceless Martin. No, I got face. Sure. It's real. Jimmy needs to be dug up. Oh, we've like literally picked on. I know. We've shown our admiration for Queen Elizabeth, haven't we? Dust. Cliff Richard. Now, we've definitely dished Cliff Richard and all the other Utrias. We've dished them. Anybody else? Boris, we've dished him. Can we throw Russell Brand in the mix as well? He's a bit of a cunt, isn't he? Right, Russell Brand, you're a cunt. I know exactly what you're fucking doing. We all do, especially in this community. We're wide awake. We're really awake. Not like your fucking viewers that believe every word you fucking say like a sanctum. That really pisses me off that they got to listen to your truth, the one that they give you. Which sides of history are these people going to die on, guys? I couldn't do it, see? I couldn't do it. I thought about it. I thought about it so fucking much. Why do they do it? What is the prize in this life? How are they fucking, what is there? It's just beyond me. It's beyond me. I don't know. They're just that insecure. They're that much pussies. It rains so much in Wales. If you see someone with the rain, with a tan, it's probably rust. I got tongue tang. I literally put my tongue out when I sunbathing, so I got tongue tang. Tongue tang? I got tongue tang hue. I don't even know if a tongue tang is a thing. Probably is. Get a nice brown tongue. I'm literally. I need to get some sun on me. I need to be going to like the sun place. So what's Melage saying? Oh, the Red Arrows. Yeah, they comes over here as well. Cardiff land. Now and again. We got like all bands playing, you know, they had Madness here last week, cut fucking roads off. So a load of old men doing the old Madness dancing. Not that that's not fantastic, but fuck me. They were a novelty act in like 1990 when I seen them last or something. So never mind fucking 30 years later. S. Lee. Beats by Ron. Martin Leaker, comedy is gold. I haven't done any comedy. I've just been talking. Bandana. I love Bandana. I know a gypsy. Do you? And me. I got hunted by gypsies. I had to leave Cardiff because of gypsies. It's a long story. Maybe I'll indulge you later on. But I know one thing for sure, that you will believe me. So that's good. Looks a bit CGI-ish. It is. Mel is CGI-ish as fuck. You know that. You're way too smart for me. We both know that. Quantum is just where time overlaps. No such thing as time got introduced at the very beginning of this realm. I don't think it had it before. Energy fields. I think there'll be a time stop. And it's the only a one-way street, and they struggle with it. I'll have to have a deeper think about that. Dam Busters. So, yeah, we had Guy Gibson, one of the leader of the Dam Busters. He's from Penarth, where I live. And basically, as a reprisal, the Luftwaffe bombed the fucking shit out of Cardiff docks and Penarth docks because Guy Gibson, the Dam Buster, was from Penarth as a reprisal. So awfully shirty of them, wasn't it? But it did take out tens of thousands of people in the Rouen, which is really unfortunate. But people die more. This is tic-tac-toe symbolism. It is, Lee. Tic-tac-toe, that's what's going on. You know it, mate. We're not falling for it. We know how dialectics work. We know how these bullshit fucking things that they bring out in the media that everyone just goes on with. I can't believe insane shit people send me, like, and it's a reality. It drives me. It's just weird. But there you go. So anyway, it's been awesome seeing you all. 500 of you almost. Did you actually share my video out? My phone just died and I can't even check on my channel because I can't get on Flat Earth British on you or any of my other channels. Can't get on Facebook. Can't get on Instagram. My lead for my laptop down there is a mouse. I haven't got it. And I ain't got like really bad technical issues to make content at the moment. Anyway, red, white, and blue. Yeah. Big wank. Big wank to the red, white, and blue. I think there's something going on with that as well. What colour's blood? What's that, Juicy Bob? Martin, I love men. What? Martin and I love men. Real men, that is. Oh, yeah. Cool enough. We just don't date guys. No mandates. No mandates. Wow, this is turning out to be a queer conversation, isn't it? You can love me. I don't mind. Dudes love dudes anyway. I love Clint Eastwood movies. Yeah? Am I puffed because I love Clint Eastwood movies? No. No, Clint Eastwood is. Go and say that to Clint Eastwood's face. See, she shut you up, didn't I? All fools. There you are. The man who declares himself a wise man is in fact a fool. So I'm not going to say that I'm wise. I'm saying I'm learning in progress by saying I'm a lot better than I was. And I'm learning apparently the hard way. But it's the best way because it makes you tougher. What doesn't kill you makes you loads stronger. And well, Brian seems to be okay. Seems to be like really loving the information as it should be. And truthing, like getting on a proper truthing buzz, as it should be. Instead of lost with it all. Dude looks like a lady. I hope you're not on about Kate, are you? We're laying off Kate, or on Flat Earth British till a later date, until we've had a proper trans investigation. Somebody else can do that. I'm not. It's too upsetting. Gav Stag, good to see you. Lady Locks. Imagine my surprise when I found out Megan Fox may not have been a girl. Yeah, she's a pisshead. They all are. They drink all fucking day and night. Poo and eat. That's all they do. And complain. Yeah. Kate Bitcoin. Oh, Kate Blanchton. Anyway, thank you for coming by, guys. I've been talking for almost 3 hours. This is my Monday visit. It's been about stuff. It's been about... Sometimes I'm really shellfish. Stuff. Lot. It's been about lot. Okay, and life is a lottery, and that's your lot from me for tonight. Okay, then. Our fellowship. Kate is a man. Yeah, Kate Bush is back in the charts. We're running up that hill thanks to the fucking Jubilee. So she'll be happy. Yeah, Chief Witch of Witchness. She'll outwitch fucking Rosie Murphy. She will on the witch scale. And they're all witches. Ugh. I bet in their real self, like when you like catch them in the glimpse in the corner of your eye, they look like the old hag or something. You know, they're beautiful to everyone else, but you just catch them in the corner of your eye because they're witches. Or like, where? Sort of thing. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so say goodnight to me now then, guys, because I got to go and make a nice cup of tea. Tommy Rogers is in the house. We love you, Tommy. We love Toronto and everyone in America land. North and South, Africa land, and Asia land. And if you're from other worlds or other lands, could you tell us now? So, like I said, don't shoot the messenger and don't say you haven't been warned. Okay. Lot got tipped off. Noah got tipped off. And it was a really serious time, like when the whole of civilization had turned into a toxic soup dump, which it has now, hasn't it? And you know the film Idiocracy? Yeah, where people don't even go to the toilet anymore. They just shit in a hole in the seat. That's what's happened. Idiocracy. We're living in it. I don't want it. I didn't sign up for this. Geordie land vibes. Oi, Geordie. See, I can speak Geordie as well. Alva Billy. Ciao. Alva Billy. Bellissimo. I speak Italian too. I speak 12 languages. Yeah. Spy eye. Trained. Smell you later, Adam. Smell you later. Smell you later. Taxi Blue. You blew it. Portal is open. Let's jump in, Hugh. I want to go to 1898 right now. Okay. Tell Tesla to get that 300 geo so that they would never have got this hold. Knuckles, thanks to you as well, Dave. See how we got away with all of that with no trouble, Dave? All we had to do was stay the fuck away from religion and it all went down smoothly. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a bit of a debate about the bugs, but I'm thinking good. Maybe. But have you seen the pus and them widgety bugs? I'm just saying. Not Stan, Brian. Stay well. We're thinking of you. Sending prayers and loves and hugs. Okay. Epicness. You are epicness. And Cheech, you just ate the most acid I ever seen anyone eat in my whole life. Love, health, and happiness. That's what it's all about. And in that order, probably, isn't it, Belle? Love, health, happiness. They're all my favourites, man. That's a good list, that is, as well. I'll write that list down. Do you feel happy now, after that? Don't lie. Yes, you do. Martin Rosinger. You can't lie to me. Gypsy Lil. Bandana, we love you. Perfectly infected. Yep. Drugs are bad. Tartan McTwisted. Knights from Scotland Land. We love you in Bonnie, Scotland. Tartan McTwisted. Bon Scott was born in Scotland. You're going to have to apologise for Rod Stewart, though. Sorry. Linda M. Ooh, and Esley. Hippie Shake. Ah, you are all. This Jar Soldier, who is Mel, as you can see, Hippie Shake commented, but you are all soldiers. Soul, jazz. Soul jazz. You're all soul jazz, you are. You're soldiers for God, guys. And you're on the winning side. And you're on the right side of history. You want to just feel fucking awesome in that alone. Everything else doesn't even matter. Can you see that? Because that's the way I feel about it. I should be worrying on my head, but I don't. Because the truth is just, at this point in time, it's just too important. Fuck it all. Fritz. Too much to do. Too much to go with. Nate. Onwards brothers and sisters, at the Tooting Popular Front. We are the Popular Front of Flatearthbritish. No, the Popular Front of Judea. Fuck off. I'm the Judean Popular Front. Hippie shake, stew. Gotham. Gotham. Love, love, love to all. Gotham. Good to see you, my friend. You from New York? Probably with Gotham in it. I'm good at detective work, so probably Occam's razor. Tax-free income is what religion is. Fucking right it is. Oh, they got us. Oh, does me in. Still, the good news is keep faith. That's what I do. I keep faith in the Most High. And no, without a shadow of a doubt, that all will be well for us. Not so sure about all I'm not. Don't doing the salad. Doing the salad right now. Ooh, wheat. Dislocate and hash. Oh, do you know what? Where'd you live, Marvin? Cool hippie, says Melage. All right, I gotta go, guys, because I literally got like my voice vibrating round in my Brian. It's not getting uncomfortable now. Ariel, Diana, love you too, Ariel, Diana. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming by, having a good time with me, and getting to some truths. So hope you found that fun and informative. I'll be back very, very soon. I've got more stuff to come, but as I said, it's incomplete, and I need to take your breath away, which is what my intent is. Take your breaths away and blow your mind like you've never had it blown before, is my intent. So that will happen. Visiting with Mr. V, a straight blue dream. Okay, enjoy your dreams and everything that you do. And remember that list of Mel's: love, health, because you can't do fuck all without it, and happiness. If you get them three, you've nailed it. People are just to attain to materialistic and financial wealth. They got a different experience. It's not as rich. Okay then, peace and love, harmony, and everything else to you. Kowalski lives, the last great free spirit. But who's going to stop him? Kowalski. But you know, he did have a massive bag of wisdom, didn't he? Just saying. Linda M. The New Testament of the Bible is Hollywood for tax-free purposes. No, it's the word of God. Okay. Every word. I love Bible stories, and I think there's a really good, interesting historical, one of our best historical sources, especially if you're looking into Phoenicians. Anyway, I gotta go. Anyway, peace and love to you all. Thank you, Upper Shan City. Probably fucked that right up. I'm sorry. Joey, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Don't get stagnant on flat Earth. It's a stepping stone. Well, I learned that 2 years into flat Earth, and then I got, into alternative history and philosophical subjects. And my greatest passion is, I guess, getting to what the true nature of consciousness is what I would really like to know. Wouldn't you? And what we're doing here, which I think we know now. Love vibe. Okay, I take care. I gotta go and have a drink. Okay, peace and love to you all. Thanks for popping by. Thank you. Krista Popper. Reading the book The Holy Grail and the Great Reset. Amazing. There you are. You've had a tip off. I saw my Silas over there beyond my green screen. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. My friends. Love you. Family. If there are any of you there, I doubt it though. And all the Flat Earth Britishers. See you in a couple of days. Okay, flat days upon us soon. These weeks are flying by. I can't believe we're in like 6th of June. Isn't that American Independence Day? No, it's not. That's that Tom Cruise film. Don't worry about it. Anyway, fuck the monkeypox, PJ. Don't you worry about that. It makes you crazy. I have been craving better than this. Bollocks. 4th of July. Yeah. Oh, I'm born on the 4th of July. Sorry, I just had a Brian spasm. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. I'm Welsh. I know when American Independence Day is. Just had a moment. Don't know where I got 6th of freaking June from, though. Much huggage, Nora. Thanks, lovely. See you soon, Gigi. See you soon, Melage. See you soon, Fritz. I know my friends. I'm really happy. Anyway, I gotta go. Much love. Alexis, we do that in Britain as kisses. Okay. See you soon.